Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team hosted the 13th ranked Illinois Fighting Illini last night. Bruce Thornton had 34 points, but it wasn't enough as the Buckeyes fell to Illinois 88-80. Also, the Columbus Blue Jackets were in action last night. They were on the road in Carolina. The Jackets went up 1-0 on a Dmitry Voronkov goal in the first period, but the Hurricanes would go on to score 4 unanswered goals, including 3 in the third period. The CBJ would go on to lose 4-1. And finally, some news in the NFL. 44-year-old Phillip Rivers will officially come out of retirement to help the Indianapolis Colts with their quarterback situation after both Daniel Jones and Riley Leonard went down last Sunday. No word yet on what Rivers' role will be for their game this week in Seattle. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Good morning, Columbus.
Joe, that ain't even good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wait, no. Not this one.
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, Waggle help, baby dizzy, X-fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis Powell.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Did it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. How are you, Tyvis?
You know, I'm doing really well. Yesterday, I had a surprise happen to me yesterday. So, you know, obviously I do this, and then I had to go up to Cleveland to do the Cleveland show.
Yeah.
And I found out that during the show, they had the AD from my high school and The Voice, the PA announcer for the games. Mm-hmm. They came and showed up on the set.
Oh.
And I was like, what the heck's going on? I ain't seen y'all in so long. What's going on? And they came to tell me that I have been inducted into my high school Hall of Fame.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's big news.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is like a dream come true. So it was a cool moment, and to have it done like in Cleveland and stuff like that, it was pretty cool. So that happened yesterday.
That's what happens. Like Division 6 schools, right? They try to find the best players that they've had, and it's a low bar. I know what you're saying to get inducted.
I would have said about time. Took you long enough.
Well, it was funny. So they was doing I guess for a while they like stopped doing it, and like the new AD wants to bring it back. And it was funny to see like the people that I'm being inducted in with, because it's like mine say 2011 and everybody else is like before 2000. It's like 99,
really?
99, 90, 96, 89, 74.
So they've been waiting on this for a while. And they were like, we will have to get to all those other people, but we have to get Tyvis Powell in. This is Bedford High School, right?
Correct.
Up in Cleveland area, right?
Yeah, it was kind of...
I know it's not D6. I'm just giving you crap. It
was kind of funny just seeing that. So, yeah, that was a pretty cool thing that happened yesterday to me.
Yeah, that's great. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
That's so that's a little bit like what they do with the Hall of Fame, or at least they used to do it with the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
They come knock on the door.
They would have they've done it on TV. Like, I remember they've done it with Bill Cowher and a few other like TV personalities who got inducted who used to coach or play.
Yeah.
And I remember there was the guy that they have. I don't know if he still does it. I can't remember his name. Have you seen that guy that comes up and that when he shows up, it's you're getting
know what it is.
You're getting the gold jacket. This is the call. This is the guy from the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But this man is like, he's got to be 6'5", 6'6" at least. And he is built like a refrigerator, but not like me. Like, he's just a big, solid, like his shoulders are as wide as a door frame.
I believe his name is David Baker.
David Baker, that's exactly right. Yes. Have you looked this dude up?
I have not, but I will look him up.
It's jarring because he'll stand next to guys who I know are huge, like huge offensive linemen who played for years and gnarled hands and all that stuff. And he'll stand next to them and they look puny compared to this guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's
looking
a dude.
at him right now. Yeah, that is,
yeah. I don't know if he's still doing it, but David Baker, yeah. So you had the equivalent of the David Baker experience.
Pretty much.
Showing up to you. They had pre-planned this. You had no idea.
I had no idea.
Did they do this on camera?
Yeah, it was it was on the beginning of the show. If you go back and watch yesterday's show, like the first Like after like 5 minutes, that's when they pop in.
All right. I'm going to have to, you know what? I'll find it and we'll retweet it at Bone and Tyvis 971 so you guys can see it. What's the Cleveland Sports Show handle? I'm sure people go see it there too.
It's
Is
on
it at
Twitter.
is it at like UCCS or something? UCS?
What you talking about? On
UCSS?
YouTube is Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show.
Okay. Yeah, well, there you go. You can go watch it there, but we'll tweet out a highlight of it too so you can see it. But yeah, that's good stuff, Tyvis. You deserve it. Well deserved.
Thank you. And then you messed my life up. And this is sad because until I met you, I thought like a normal person.
Uh-huh.
But now
Sure you did.
you have completely ruined that. And I want you to know that.
How did I ruin it?
So so last night, my wife made this pot roast, right? She did like a crock pot roast thing. So we eating it. And what we found out is the kids won't eat it. So me and her just ate it, right?
That's one of my favorite things is when the kids
I
are
can't
like, we can't
stand
eat.
it.
Well,
I can't stand it.
I used to be like that, where I would say, we're all eating this. We're not making special food. But now I look at it as like, great. We'll eat great. You guys can eat some dumb ramen noodles or Kraft mac and cheese like idiots.
Steve-O,
I'm going to eat what's good.
When I cook,
there's more of the good food for me.
Listen, my wife is more lenient to me because when I cook, we eat it. Or you go at least try it if I cook. You think I just stood over this stove and did all this for you not to eat this? No, you go eat it. So, anyways, my wife we ate the pot roast. They had, I don't even know what they had, cereal or something like that, something crazy. And my wife was talking about today's dinner's plans. She said, you know what I want to do for dinner tomorrow, meaning today, is I want to have breakfast for dinner. So when she said that,
the worst.
I immediately, the thing that first popped in my mind is, well, then I should get dinner for breakfast.
Yeah. See? That's exactly right. I've helped. I've made a difference.
T-Bone is disgusting. You got me thinking these disgusting thoughts.
My theory, for those who don't know, is I don't think, because I had to eat breakfast for dinner so many times, but my mom never was like, hey, good morning, here's a freshly made pizza. Hey, good morning, we have chicken tenders and french fries waiting for you for dinner for breakfast. No, we never had the opposite. It was only, here is breakfast at dinner time, when I never got the return. So, you know what, though? Now that we know there are a few restaurants around town that'll do a burger, as you found out, because you order them from time to time. You order yourself a cheeseburger in the morning, which I love, because I told you that Burger King does that. And now I see you ordering burgers for breakfast, and I'm proud. Makes me happy.
Say, odds on Tyvis ordering Burger King this morning, minus 110.
Yes. You know what? No, there's no odds. I'm ordering breakfast. I'm ordering burgers for breakfast. You all just tell me what you want. We'll get them. I'll make it happen. We'll do that. I'm gonna, in the break, I'll go hit DoorDash up. Or whatever you want. You tell me when you want it. We'll get
I
it.
want Tyvis to know that for the first time in a long time, I went to White Castle and I got my complete order.
Oh, what's the complete order?
Gosh.
What's the complete order, Dylan?
He's not normal.
It's a number 2, which is fries with 2 double cheese White Castles.
That ain't enough, huh?
6 chicken rings.
Yeah.
Wait.
And
6 orders of chicken rings?
No,
6 piece.
Okay.
6 piece chicken ring and the onion petals.
I mean, it ain't really a lot. Like I got a friend that's been telling me about this KFC. KFC got these hot and spicy wings.
Yes. Have you tried them?
I have not, but he keeps talking about it. He like, Tyvis, I'm telling you gotta try these. They call wings and wedges.
Yep.
And they said, now these 2 guys that's telling me this is heavy set guys.
Big boned?
Yeah, they big boned it.
Heavy structure.
And they told me. They told me that if I get just the wings and wedges, that won't be enough. So I need to order another 6 piece on the side of that and get 12 wings, I think, because they said that if you just get 6 and eat it, you gonna be upset.
This is a friend that you need.
No, it's not. That is the worst. Because when I eat like a 6 piece and I'm good. Like, why would I need 12?
I've never said that about 6 chicken wings.
Then they was talking
6 chicken wings.
They was talking about on the lines of like 20. Like, I've never sat and ate 20 wings. Like, that's ridiculous.
So I'm sure you didn't You've never gone to like back when Quaker Steak was a huge thing. You never went to Quaker Steak and got like wing night where it was 25-cent wings.
Yeah, that's like BW3 with,
Oh my
with like 50-cent wings. No,
I
would get it. The most I would get is a 10-piece.
They bring you 6 at a time.
Yeah, I would get 2 of them
They
and I'd
bring
be
you
good.
an order, and you as soon as you got your order, you'd say, "I want an order of like I don't know garlic honey or
T-bone,
whatever."
I've never heard of
and
that
then,
in
and
my
then
life.
the next and the next, and then you just put the next order in as soon as you get them, and next thing you know, there's like 6 trays of wings sitting there. And you ate 40 wings.
If I got
36
2
wings,
trays of wings, right? And so you say it comes 6 at a time.
It was either 5 or 6. Yeah,
I would eat 2 of them and then take one to go. Maybe.
What are we talking about?
But like to
one, you
sit
can't do
there,
that at 25-cent wing night. That's
Well, then
illegal.
then
They
I
wouldn't
ain't-
let you do it.
Then I ain't gonna have. I'm not. Yeah.
Back in my eating prime, which is not now.
I'm about to say I'm shocked.
It's not now. I used to go to this place up in Berkshire right off 36, 37 for their wing night. 30 was like the minimum.
Are you insane?
Yeah, that's
these
right.
must be like. Is these like wing dings?
They're not huge wings, but they weren't small either. They're normal wings.
Y'all out of y'all.
They
y'all
don't.
out of line.
They bring out wings that are not like the Rooster's wings, which are like you get the full
the
thing.
full bird. you go to Roosters. I made that mistake one time. You go to Roosters and you get like a 5-piece regular-less wing.
Oh, that's
you only go eat one because that thing is like the full bird.
That's not a mistake.
No,
That's
at Roosters, I'm
that's
tapping
great.
out at like 10.
A full wing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh no.
Yeah, that's that and a pizza, right? I mean, you get the 10 wings and you get the little Rooster's pizza is delicious.
Y'all think that's cute?
It's delicious.
What is their loaded fries called?
Dumpster fries.
Dumpster fries. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got dumpster fries with the 10 wings.
By the way, last thing, the Roosters near us has been closed. They're like reopening in January. They're remodeling it. We're up in Marysville, and yes, last weekend I was so desperate for those fries. I got curly.
Tangy?
No, that would have been smart. What I did was I went to the store and tried to buy all the ingredients to make them at home, and that was fine, but it didn't compare. So when Roosters reopens, I will be first in line in Marysville to go get that. I should just go to the Old Tangy one. You're right. Just pick some up to go on the way home.
Yeah, right there.
After I get my burgers for breakfast, then I'll get my Roosters for brunch. Perfect. All right. Does it make any sense for Ryan Day to let Brian Hartline call the plays? We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. Well, many of us waking up to these rainy and wet conditions out there, some more intense than others, especially for our friends that live over in Marysville this morning. A live look 33 at State Route 4. Pretty slippery conditions, so of course take it nice and slow. If you're coming in towards Dublin from that area, especially over by Plain City, thankfully no issues out there. 33 eastbound and 33 westbound, still no reports of any slowdowns or accidents. That's really the case overall throughout the metro. Again, just take it nice and slow on this wet and rainy Wednesday. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
This sports report is brought to you by Bet365. When it comes to sportsbooks, Bet365 has it all. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be located in Ohio.
Have a good day. Stay warm. So my teenage son just went to school in shorts and a hoodie. It's 3 degrees. At least I know he'll be warm in our house, thanks to Atlas Butler. If something goes wrong, they'll fix it within 24 hours. They call it their comfort pledge. Ah, you do want the coat.
My phone.
Oh, your phone. Should have known.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member. They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Skyline's Mac and Cheese 3-Way is back. This time with white cheddar cheese and creamy cavatappi pasta. Try a Mac and Cheese 3-Way with Skyline's original chili or their new chicken chili at participating Skyline locations for a limited time.
The Christmas cash giveaways now at United Dairy Farmers. Registered U drivers who buy specially marked products like hot breakfast sandwiches, fresh apple fritters, iced coffee, Coke, and Pepsi can play to win prizes instantly, like freebies, $1,000 each week, and the $15,000 grand prize. Because at UDF is made for you. No purchase necessary. Visit udrivecontest.com for official rules.
Hey, it's Matty Ice. Are you in need of a dependable truck for the long winter months ahead? Well, then my buddies at McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion have just what you're looking for at the best price around. You can lease a brand new 26 Chevy Silverado, $1,500 for just $339 a month for 36 months with only $1,379 due at signing. Or you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP if you finance. Certain restrictions apply. They're just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Does heel pain make you hobble just getting out of bed in the morning? If heel pain is affecting your ability to exercise and meet your walking or running goals, relief is as close as your local podiatrist. Podiatric physicians are highly trained doctors who specialize in medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle. Ohio Foot and Ankle podiatric physicians are available across the state and are devoted to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
The Jackets are back at Nationwide for a battle with the Senators. Live fan coverage starts Thursday night at 6:30.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're tracking rainy and windy conditions here for today as winds gust up to 40 miles per hour. That's going to usher in some colder temperatures later on this afternoon. Eventually looking at some rain and snow showers through this evening into the early part of tonight. And temperatures dropping down to the 30s here by tomorrow with a few more flurries. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Men, the holiday season is here, full of hustle, bustle, and packed with activity. But when your energy is drained, you're not sleeping well, and your sex drive is nowhere to be found, that's a crisis. Then maybe it's tough to feel festive. These could be signs of low testosterone. If that's what's going on, this is your season to take action and get treated, because my guys at Tri-State Men's Health is there to help you out. How do you know when you start losing testosterone? Well, it happens in your early to mid 30s. You start losing 2 to 3% of your testosterone production every year, and it happens gradually. And before you know it, you're just not the same guy that you once was. Man, I felt like that recently. I had to go. 8-Shot Fridays is back. Decreasing libido, putting on weight, less productive at the gym, poor sleeping patterns, or sad and depressed is some of the symptoms. If you're feeling any of these symptoms, go to TriStateMen'sHealth.com, take their low-T quiz on their website, which is just a simple 10-question quiz with yes or no answers. After that, you want to schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health. They will have your results in 30 minutes. A licensed medical provider will review the results with you and discuss your options, and you will make the decision together. The cost of the appointment right now is $99, which includes a medical consult, and PSA test. And if you sign up for testosterone treatment the day of your appointment, your visit is free. They have 6 locations, 2 of them located right here in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. Call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit TriStateMen'sHealth.com.
Coming up today on the show, we have Ask Tyvis Anything at 7:30. At 8 o'clock, we have the huddle. We will tackle your biggest NFL questions there. At 8:30, talking to Matthew Olivier. Injured jacket, but jacket nonetheless, that we have never talked to on this show. So we're excited to talk to him. I saw that he is going to be talking to some high school kids, like high school hockey players, at the Jackets game is that, or I don't know if there's not a game tonight, right? They play tomorrow night. Am I wrong? I believe they play tomorrow night. But they're having a thing at the arena. He's talking to players, and it's very cool that he's like going to speak to the
next game
high school
is
players
tomorrow against the Senators.
That's what I thought. But yeah, it's nice that he's going to do that. I hope he tells them how to beat each other's asses. Like, just here's how you fight. That's what I presume the speech is about. Is just Matthew Olivier teaching you how to be tough. I wish the Jackets had him on the ice last night. Obviously, they did not. They dropped 4-1 in Carolina. They were tied going into the third period. They gave up 3 third-period goals, but like 2 of those were empty netters. But whatever. Frustrating. Just a frustrating night again for the Jackets to be in a game like that and then blow it in the third period, which is kind of their MO.
Wait, aren't you tired of saying that over and over again?
Yes, very much so.
Well, this was different, though, because, like, they were blowing leads.
Yeah, this was a tied game.
Yeah, this was a tie game, so we got,
Yeah, so it's not as bad. They didn't have the lead where if everybody just stopped playing, they would have won the game. No, they had one where they had to go do something, and they didn't. So either way, yeah, it still sucks. We'll talk with Matthew Olivier in the 8 o'clock hour. Also, Buckeye basketball last night, losing at home 88-80 to Illinois. And
so it was a good game. I mean, they
good game.
I had hope. I tuned in a little bit at the end of the first half. You know, when Bruce hit the 3 to put them up 34-33, I was like, yes, here we go. And then they went on an 11-0 run, and I was like, well, shoot.
Yeah.
And then after halftime, they came back and tied it up. I said, here we go. And then, Bruce had a good game.
Bruce is incredible.
Bruce did.
I mean, listen,
Bruce did all he could.
I said this. He had 34 last night. He had 24 in the first half, and I didn't misspeak when I said that. Yes, he had 24 in the first half. And it's not even that he scored 24 points. It's how efficient he was when he did it. But I
missed one shot. I think it was, 9?
Yeah, he missed one shot in the first half. It was insane. And, I mean, like, every shot was in rhythm. It was the right shot to take in the offense. Like, he's just such a savvy player. He was making good plays on defense. He was everywhere. And it just sucks that this era that he has played at Ohio State all the time he's been here, maybe this year it changes, but so far in his career, he's never gotten to an NCAA tournament. And that just sucks because a player like that, they haven't been. He's been here for, 4 years, right? When did they go? When was the last time he went to the tournament? They've missed it for at least 3 years. He's been here all 3 of those years.
That might not
Didn't he
be
play as a
true.
freshman?
That might not be true.
I'm pretty sure he's never been to an NCAA tournament game. You go correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll eat it. But that's how bad it's been here, folks, of late. Not getting NCAA tournament games. But yeah, it's even if maybe if there was one, I forgot.
We made it in 22.
Was he here? Was he here that year?
That was just 3 years ago.
Time is a flat circle to me. Do the math. All right,
I'm pretty sure he played in one.
They haven't played in any good. He hasn't been on any good teams. Is the point? If they snuck in once under Holtman that I forgot about, fine. But like ultimately with him, he's really not gotten a chance to shine and to be on a good tournament team. Maybe this year will be a different thing. But what you saw last night, this is an Illinois team that is definitely more of a battle tested. They've played some great teams. They've lost a few games, but you saw like that's the level in the Big Ten. If you want to be one of the big boys in the Big Ten, this is the level you have to step it up to. They hung with them for most of the game, but you can't have guys get into foul trouble late like they did. You cannot have guys just basically kind of letting him do it all. Like he needs more help.
He was trying to be like Donovan Mitchell on the Cavs.
I know.
Give me the ball and get out the way.
All right, so we had this audio. We talked to Jake Butt yesterday on the show. If you missed it, former Michigan man, pride of Pickerington, also a great analyst on Fox now, does a lot of college football stuff. We love talking to him, but he brought up this point about Ohio State's offensive coordinator situation with Brian Hartline being in between the coordinating position at Ohio State and taking the head coaching job at the University of South Florida.
These coaches that have committed to other places, I respect coaches and how many hours they put in. You can't be in 2 places at once. You just can't. In Indiana, no Indiana coordinators are taking head coach jobs. That entire program has complete alignment and buy-in, top down. They are zero focused on their singular goal. Hartline has 2 goals. He wants to be the best coach at USF and win a national title. You can't be 100% in both places.
Yeah. I mean, that's been the question we've all had. right? But to hear it from someone who has been there, done that, and obviously talks to a lot of coaches himself. I mean, you know that, Tyvis, as a former player, how difficult it is, how much work these guys put in.
So when I was doing the UCSS yesterday, we talked to Sean King, former quarterback, played for Tampa Bay, but he played for Tulane. Yeah. So we got to talking about Tulane, and out of nowhere, he dropped a bomb on me. He goes, yeah. He said, I don't know if this was public knowledge or not, but Brian Hartline was going to go to Oregon. He was going to take the OC job at Oregon before he took the head coaching job at South Florida. And I'm looking like, what? I'm looking at like, what did you just say? So it's interesting. It was just to hear Sean King say that.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that. I was
like, that's.
I'll tell you this. I've not seen that anywhere.
I haven't either, but he dropped a bomb. It's like, where did he get that from? He said, I don't know if that was public knowledge, but yeah, that was what everybody kept telling him. That Brian Hartline was
a former player. You got a key card over there. Go to the Woody, find Brian Hartline, and be like, hey, is this true? Just ask him.
I let
investigative journalism.
I ain't about to do all
As
that.
As a media member, that's part of your job.
I just telling you what I heard.
That's interesting.
For the most part, I try to mind my business, but this was presented to me, so it's like, oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
I definitely had no inkling on that. So, all right, we'll keep our ears open for that because I didn't know about that. I also saw that John Summerall, the Tulane head coach, he tweeted something out yesterday that was like 2 phones, 2 jobs, 2 hours of sleep, no problem, let's go. And it's like, yeah, man, that's what this takes because he's obviously coaching Tulane, but he's about to take the Florida job, or he has taken it. He's in between both those places.
Well, I mean, okay, so he's gonna be at Tulane for what, another side?
2 weeks.
He'll be committing to all of Florida on the 20th.
Yeah, exactly. I get it, right? Like Ole Miss is going to end that pretty quickly, I would think, and it's over. But yeah, to that point though, like these guys are taking multiple jobs and trying to make it all work. This is what Ryan Day said about Brian Hartline, taking that offensive or being the offensive coordinator while also taking that job. And I find this audio interesting.
I'm not going to get into too many details on it all. I think Brian is doing everything he possibly can to finish his time here the right way, and I appreciate that. And so we're all involved with it, and we're all doing everything we can to make sure that we put the guys in the right situation to be successful. We got a bunch of guys in that room, and we'll make sure, as we head into the next few weeks that we're on point and we're doing our part.
Does that sound like a guy who is like thrilled with this, or sound like a guy who says, I mean, he's not being mean to Brian Hartline?
I don't know, but the show goes on. I mean, we got stuff to do, and I'm interested.
Does it sound like a guy who's happy with the arrangement?
No.
Right. I mean,
why would you be?
No one would be. No one would be. Right. So, like, I just wonder if at some point, and we can get into this. We'll take a break because I'm going to ask you this question, Tyvis. Does he have an obligation to the players on the team? What would be the right call? If Ryan Day walked in and said, hey, Brian, I appreciate what you're doing. This is nothing, no bad blood here, none of that. But give me your stuff. You just head down to South Florida. Thanks for everything. I'm not going to make you. We don't want you being half in, half out here. We'd rather you just be full into your new job. We need to get moving anyway on our stuff.
That's going on around the country right now.
All right.
Is everybody half in, half out?
Well, let's talk about it next. Is that something that maybe should happen with the Buckeyes? 2 minutes away, we'll discuss. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, a heads up for our friends that live in Westerville and Orange Township. We have a road reopening. It's Worthington Road, right between Acorn Farms and Africa Road. It was closed for a big portion yesterday after an emergency gas leak out there. Again, has since been reopened at about 4:15 this morning. Should be great for your Wednesday commute. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. For every $50 you spend in Roosters gift cards this holiday season, you'll receive a $10 Roosters bonus buck. Available at Roosters locations or at roosterswings.com.
Are you tired of running out of space? Check out Menard's Self-Storage Facility. Menard Self-Storage offers the most convenient and secure self-storage in the area. Options include features like 24/7 access, video surveillance, and on-site management. Menard's has warehouse units at the best prices in the area, and your first month is free. They're going quickly, so reserve yours now at menardselfstorage.com. Unit and offer details may vary by facility.
Save big money at Menards.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Jerry. You know, as much as I enjoy being a professional inventor, a few of my dream inventions still elude me.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, the bruiseless avocado.
Ooh.
The unlosable TV remote.
Could change the world.
And for you, Aaron, the uncloggable drain.
Get Eco.
Until you crack it, Jerry. You know our 93 are free drain clearing offer is the next best thing.
Okay. Explain yourself.
Get Eco.
Our drain team will clear your drain for just $93. If we can't clear it, it's free. And we guarantee it'll stay clear for at least a year, or we will clear it again for free.
Get Eco.
We'll even send our little robot camera down there to make sure you don't have a larger problem that could cause more trouble in the future.
Get Eco.
You think your guys could bring that robot over to my place and help me find that TV remote?
I think that's impossible even for us.
Get Eco.
Eco, plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
2 men with 5 combined offspring. None of them have penises. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. 1 hour from now, ask Tyvis anything. That is where you get your questions in, or you can do it at the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, search WBNS Radio 971 The Fan. Either one will pull us up. You'll find it. Hit T-Bone and Tyvis. Jump in the chat with Rusty, Downtown Dad, Mario, and our guy Quentin. Man, this sucks. Quentin, did you see this thing he posted in the YouTube chat?
Yeah, that's something about
He's a delivery truck driver. And he said that he was in a driveway, hit some ice, and almost slid. I don't know what this driveway was, but it sounds like it's a pretty significant driveway because it had like a ditch on either side. And he said the way it went, his truck slid down the driveway, almost slid down the ditch. As it was, there was a pile of logs that stopped the truck. But if he hadn't had that, he said he might have just like gone down in a ditch, and who knows?
I told him he should have jumped out of it.
No, you got to. I don't know.
Go down with it, huh?
No, but like if you jump out of it and it rolls over and falls on you, then you definitely die.
Well, I don't think you.
Well, they used to say that that was the thing when they
jump.
When they invented seatbelts.
When I was a kid, I used to do this, and my mother hated it. And this is just being a kid. When I was like 5, I used to put a book bag on and I'd jump out the car.
What do you mean jump out of the car?
Like we'd be pulling into our apartment. And like, so she be going slow, and I just jump out.
Oh my! I would have lost my mind. I would have screamed at you. I would have traumatized you because that's my whole thing.
But I had a book bag, so you jump out and you land on the book bag. You land on the book. It was like
you
stuff
were like
in
a
the book bag.
stuntman as a kid. Well, no, they used to say with seatbelts when they put those in cars, people were like, "Why would I want to be held in the accident? I want to be thrown clear." They this is like in the 40s.
They
were
said
like,
that?
"Yeah, excuse me, I'm going to eat a stick of butter now for lunch." But like they had no idea about like smoke my cigarettes before I go see my pregnant wife. Like they had no concept of health back then. But they were like, "Yeah, you don't want to be in the accident. You want to get thrown out of it so you'll live." It's like that's dumb. Don't do that.
I would have jumped out. I would have been like, I'm not going in the ditch.
Well, I'm glad Quentin didn't jump out, and I'm glad he's alive. And Quentin, thanks for your dedication to chat.
That's like if, say you was driving, like, and you was about to hit the Olentangy River, and you tried to hit the brakes, and it was gone.
Oh.
Would you just go in the river with the car, or would you jump out?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tuck and roll out of the car. Look at me.
It would be a big tuck and roll.
It takes me 2 minutes to get out of the car as it is. I gotta like lift this leg. I gotta hold my breath.
You just gonna go in the Olentangy River.
I float. I got blubbers, so I'd stay warm. I'm like a whale. I just be in there.
This man is crazy. This man's crazy.
Also, shout out to Rusty in the chat that says we all need to be better. We need to play better.
Yeah, that's right. Just like Kevin Stefanski said. I got something for Kevin Stefanski today. I got some info on him. But all right, back to this Brian Hartline situation. So Ryan Day seemed, it was right after the game, but he seemed a little exasperated by the situation. Not even with Brian Hartline, just the situation of, last week was a distraction, having that happen, and now having a coach who is doing his best to fulfill his obligations with Ohio State. and also to coach USF. I ask you, Tyvis, as a former player, would you want to have a coach who, like, he's been there the whole time, but you know he's leaving, so his attention is divided. No matter how good he is at trying not to do that, his attention is two places. Or would you rather the head coach just come in and say, you know what, never mind. We all know what you run. We know most of what it is. This other guy is pretty good too, and he's going to help call plays. If you, like, I know you played on defense, but I'm just saying, like, what would you rather have as a player?
As a player?
Yeah. Would you rather have?
I'd rather my coach be there.
So you'd rather have Brian Hartline even if he's there halfway?
Yeah, because it's one of the situations that, like, so great players got routines, and the routine is whatever you do in that week leading up to practice. Like, Brian Hartline has done an incredible job getting these guys prepared to play in the game, and that's just what they're used to doing. If you really want to go on this run, you can't really shake the boat, because now you're asking that player to go through preparation without the guy that's been there for 3 or 4 years that they've been preparing with. How are they going to be on their own? Like, I feel like you might need a whole entire offseason for them to come up with that plan and, you know, have that new voice there for the year. But to do that right in the middle of a championship run, I think that's kind of rocking the boat a little bit. Nah, don't get me wrong. Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate and all of those guys are really good, and they should be fine. But it's not a risk that I'm willing to take. Well, I don't know exactly what Brian Hartline is doing to get these guys prepared for the game. But obviously it's worked, and now you're just going to remove that component out of it and tell them, we're going to get you another guy here, but for the most part, you got to figure it out on your own. And, yeah, that gets you ready for the NFL maybe, but for this college run that you're trying to go on right now, it's a little shaky. And as a player, I can tell you that, like I told you, I watched – I watched Greg Schiano stand right here while Chris Ash was still coaching, and he was going to Rutgers as soon as we was done. So, like, it was like, dang, like, that's messed up. But, like, I still appreciated Coach Ash being there, like, because it was like I knew he was getting me ready for the game.
Yeah,
so, as a player,
you went through this exact situation.
Yeah, as a player, I'd rather him still be there.
Well, the more comparable situation that I feel like people are bringing up that are saying that this isn't a big deal, and I would like to get your perspective on this, Tyvis, is the Tom Herman situation in 2014. But for me, the difference is he got hired after the Big Ten championship game, and it came after the Big Ten championship game where it was a 59-0 belt-to-ass situation. If Ohio State would have beat Indiana 59-0 last Saturday, we wouldn't be talking about this. Right. But they didn't. So do you remember how you felt about Tom Herman when he got announced for the job? Did you think that would be a big deal for the offense?
Not really, because I think that first of all, he was going to be there. And it's different. Like, it's to compare what we went through and now, it's two totally different worlds because of the transfer portal window. Like, I understand why coaches is like, well, I got to leave now because I got to hit the portal. I got to try to retain kids and all of those things. So, like, it's different. When I was playing, there was no portal or none of that transfer stuff. You wasn't doing that. So he didn't have to worry about retaining people because they weren't going anywhere. He didn't have to worry about going to recruit people because you couldn't do it anyway. So that component of it makes this whole thing foggy. But I will say, like, I think it's better to have him there for that if he's willing to do that. Like, if he's willing to be trying to be fully committed to all of that and trying to be committed to winning this championship, then I would love to have him there for that moment. But I do agree with Jake on the fact that you can't have your heart in both places and try to give both 100% effort. Like, that's impossible to do.
Let me bring up the other side of this, though, which is that, you know, you talk about, like, bringing up the situation with Tom Herman. Tom Herman had been an established offensive coordinator in college football for many, many years, and this was a situation that he had been building towards of going to take a head coaching job. Brian Hartline was installed as a coordinator this year, and he's obviously been involved in play calling. He was a coordinator a couple years ago, too.
He was a coordinator, but he got that title 2 years ago.
But every year that he's been at Ohio State has either been Ryan Day working directly with him or Chip Kelly last year working directly with him, two guys who obviously know their way around calling plays. Mm-hmm. In that situation, you have a guy, and I know you guys had it with Urban, right? Like, if Tom Herman had said, never mind, I'm going to Houston. See you later. Urban knows how to call a play or two. Like he could certainly oversee a game plan. No, I get that.
Wouldn't have been the same.
I wonder with Ryan Day, there's been so much speculation anyway about who actually has been calling the plays all year. I know Ryan Day has said he's not calling the plays. We've had some reporters, Dave Biddle being one of them, who works here, who says, no, that they're calling plays. He's still involved in at least the big play decisions. He's involved in
which he should
big moment. Yeah.
It's his offense.
That's where I could see a situation where maybe Ryan Day says, you know what, I'm halfway doing this anyway. Why don't I just full on do it? A lot of these guys know how this works, and they know I'm involved.
Yeah.
Like I know what you're saying about not breaking up routine, but I also wonder, like, they broke up the routine last week by having Brian Hartline not be he was in between, right? It was a weird week last week, and the offense didn't look nearly the same as it has most of the year.
Last week I had the same feeling. I had the same feeling that I had when we lost to Michigan State in 2015. The question was, who in the heck is calling these plays? Whoever's calling these plays need to not call the plays.
Right.
And obviously, if you remember 2015, after that, our 2 games after that, we just completely put up a bunch of points and destroyed it. We all would be on the sideline like, whoever's calling the plays should have been calling the plays. Like, I don't know who, as a defensive player, I don't know who's calling the plays, but I'm telling you right now, they should have been the guy doing it. And it's
Did Urban step in some of those games and just be like, give me that play sheet?
I have no idea what they did.
I'm giving the ball to JT Barrett.
I just know that we hired Tim Beck that year, and it was between him and Ed Warner. I don't know who was calling it. They tell me Ed was the one that was calling it for the Michigan State game, and if that's the case, Ed needs not to call the play.
I'm going to be as very nice as I can. I'm going to say I don't think anybody's remembering that era of play calling with those 2 guys and saying that was great. Let's go back to that. Kevin Stefanski, is he just going to quit on the Browns? There is one prominent NFL reporter who thinks that may happen. I'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Wednesday morning. Still noticing those rainy conditions out there, especially for our folks over on our northwest and west side. Let's start over by Marysville, though, this morning. A live look at 33 in that eastbound rest area, as we can see the rain really coming down hard out there. We also have some conditions really going on for our folks over on the west side, as I mentioned, as you're passing West Jefferson and heading towards 70 in that eastbound direction towards downtown. Note those slippery and wet conditions out there. Folks, just take it nice and slow as you head into work and to school this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
El Dorado Scioto Downs is your Caesars Rewards destination. And big news, Scioto Downs has been chosen to host the prestigious Breeders' Crown in 2026, featuring 12 championship races. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Visit Caesars.com/Scioto Downs for details.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Columbus Men's Clinic.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out? Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Columbus Men's Clinic and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad. Today! Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 614-300-7400 or book now in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, for every man in every season of life.
'Tis the season to not feel groggy. I know that's not how the song goes, but it's how the rush of the holidays can make us feel. Eric Reeser here and my friends at Hydrate Me Med Spa have the goods to keep you looking and feeling your best as the year comes to an end. 4 convenient locations in Central Ohio offering medical-grade IV and aesthetic treatments. If you're like me and get a little queasy at the thought of an IV, not a big needle person, I get it. But their staff of incredible certified nurse practitioners makes the process easy. Get your body ready for a successful holiday season by booking your drip today at HydrateMeMedSpa.com.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Hey Columbus, Retail Rush is celebrating our grand opening. Designed with you in mind, Retail Rush offers great deals on name brand products at up to 90% off retail prices with fast, easy pickup that fits your schedule. Bid on great deals at Retail Rush for products like home decor, lawn equipment, and much more. Sign up now at retailrush.com, start browsing, and bid now. Retail Rush. Deals made easy. Bid now at retailrush.com.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program. Ask Tyvis anything coming up at 7:30. You can tweet us at Bone and Tyvis 971. Chat is lively today as well, Tyvis.
Oh, yeah.
They
got some good. We got a hot take from Mario. He says, hot take here. Which,
that was yesterday.
He's
hot
a day late.
Tuesday. It's
but
all right.
It's cool. We're going to read it. Hot take here. Has the play calling of offense been exceptional this year or just exceptional players? Aside from the middle 8 against the team up north, either way, if it's a distraction, time to pack him up. Love your heart. Thanks for the time.
I am someone who feels like the play calling has been not exceptional, right? I mean, I feel like we talked about this, how much I can't stand it when they trot out 3 and 4 tight ends when it's like you got 2 of the best receivers in the country, and on some of your plays, especially in the red zone, we just don't even use them.
Have you ever thought about the fact that you got to do things that hurt our defense?
What does that mean?
Like when you bring out those extra tight ends, that's creating extra gaps, right?
Theoretically.
And it's been, I've broke down plays where we've misfit gaps and gave up big runs.
Yeah.
So maybe their thought is, well, let's go out there and let's create these extra gaps with these tight ends and see if they misfit the run and then hit a gash play.
Yes. And other than, like he said, in the middle 8 of the Michigan game, and it wasn't the middle 8, it was that, and then it was in that 3rd and 4th quarter where they just destroyed Michigan, right, running the ball. But other than that sequence, by and large, that offense has not, I don't think anybody would say that offense has looked as good as it should have. And what was the excuse everyone had? The thing that even Ryan Day said was like, they're trying to manage the amount of plays these players have to have on their bodies because they're going to hopefully play, 16 games? Is that right? If you play 13, you play 12, the championship game, hopefully in the Big Ten, which they did, and then they play 3 playoff games, that'll be 16. If you save enough plays back, it's like you actually save them from playing an entire game or something like that. So I get that was what we all thought it was just let's run the ball more. Let's have these longer methodical drives, not quick strike offense. Let's get down in the red zone and take 3 or 4 plays to, to try to get in there because that's just how we're going to run this offense. But now you're at a point where you need to show you do have the quick strike ability. You do have that ability to make a big play. And they did in the Michigan game because Michigan is bad. But when you play good teams like Texas, when you play a good defense like Indiana, certainly, you see how it looks a little different. And in the Texas game, we all excuse it as, well, that's Julian saying. It's his first game. They're playing it safe with him. What was the excuse this weekend? Why did the offense look similar in disparity between Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate? We talked about it on Monday. Jeremiah Smith was on the field
like 20% of the time more than Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate usually is on the field roughly the same amount of snaps as Jeremiah Smith in all the other games where they've both been healthy. This was the only game that they didn't do that this year was Texas. The offense didn't look as good. Same thing against Indiana. Carnell Tate was not on the field as much as Jeremiah Smith, and the offense did not look as good. That's in part the Indiana defense is responsible for that too now.
I was about to say they're the most disruptive defense in college is what everybody kept saying.
And there were plays for sure that were on the table. They had plays that were on the table, but the offensive line couldn't hold up, and Julian Sayin got a little timid back there, and he didn't see some of it. So there are multiple factors to it. I think who was it that said that? Was it Mario? Said that like the play calling's been a little suspect this year with Brian Hartline, and I agree with that. But it has.
Going back to his point about the middle eight against Michigan, that was where like you were like, oh, the play design looks good, especially like on the passing routes. The fourth quarter against Michigan was more about in the trenches. Right. It wasn't about the play calling. It was just running the ball down their throat.
Yeah.
Name a game this year that you were like, wow, this offense just looks really good. There's one game. Wisconsin. And who didn't look good when they played Wisconsin? Besides that, there were plenty of times and plenty of games where the offense looked clunky.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me go look. I mean, y'all might be prisoner of the moment.
No, I don't think we are.
Think about
so Minnesota, they look really good.
They had a lot of points.
I don't know. No, they look good.
Okay,
I thought they looked good in that game.
All right, fine. But
Penn State, I thought they looked good.
Yeah, I mean, there were
UCLA. They look good. Rutgers. They look good.
We're naming teams that suck. Is what we're doing. Like,
well, I mean,
that's the schedule.
What do you want me to say?
But my point is,
but y'all, I don't want y'all to sit here and say it never looked good. Like that's cap.
The passing game, the only game where I was like, wow, Julian Sayin and these receivers, like, whoa. The play calling, wow. The only time I thought that was against Wisconsin.
You didn't think that against Penn State?
No.
No, I feel like they were doing
20 for 23, 4 touchdowns. You did 316
but Tyvis,
yards.
You just said it. You just said it right there. 23 passes. Like he's saying where it was, they were just airing it out, and this was the offense that, like, oh my God, you can't stop them through the air. This was still an offense, even in those games where they were like, no, we got to run the football. We got to do this and that. We got to try to like control the clock a little bit more. I get what you're saying, Dylan, totally. I feel like, yes, there were times this year where we all sat around and said, why does the offense seem to take a long time to get into the red zone? And then when they get there, they struggle to score. And the answer was, well, they're running a different offense on purpose to kind of manage everybody from having so many plays on their bodies. Fine. But now we're past that. Now you're in go mode. Remember in November? Remember what was the first game in November? I forget who they played. Was it Minnesota or
the first game?
I can't remember what it was.
It was Penn State.
Oh, it was Penn State.
Penn State.
Remember me sitting here saying it's go time. Like we wanted to see. I was saying
they did.
No, but I was saying I wanted to see this offense go from like the clunky, rambling, let's put 4 tight ends out and all that crap. Let's go unveil the offense.
20 for 23, 4 touchdowns and 316 yards.
Okay.
What's wrong? What is the matter with you two?
Because
y'all living in the moment. Y'all prisoner of the moment. We not about to do this. We're not going to do this.
No, I'm telling you right now, like the offense this year, I think did not live up to the expectations from a standpoint of being as explosive as we thought it was going to be. It wasn't.
Both receivers got like 10 touchdowns on the season.
Okay.
You know how hard that is to have 2 receivers that have 10 touchdowns on the season?
Tyvis.
My.
Dude, this schedule is
Well, if that's the case, then they frauds and they not going to win it all. That's what y'all saying. That's what y'all telling me. The offense is fraudulent and it's going to get exposed in the CFP. Let's just say that. That's what y'all just need to just say. Just say how y'all truly feel.
We can acknowledge.
When they get to Georgia or whoever they play, they not going to win.
If they play like they did Saturday, they aren't.
Well,
that's true.
You know what the
they
good thing
are not going to. At least the offense is not going to score more than 2 touchdowns against that Georgia defense.
You know what the good news is?
They don't change some things.
We're going to find out.
Well, yes, I know we are.
See.
All we're talking about is hopefully against Georgia, or whoever that. Yeah, I mean, presumably as they go through this, schedule, hopefully the offense. This is where we said Ryan Day's got to retool things, and this is why I keep coming back to this Brian Hartline conversation. Is maybe part of that retooling is just to say, give me the play sheets, enjoy South Florida. I got this from here, buddy. Even if Brian Hartline is still on the sidelines and you don't disrupt the game day processes, but you could have Ryan Day mostly be the functional play caller at this point. Or like you said, You had who was sitting there? Greg Schiano was sitting there with Chris Ash was getting ready to take the Rutgers job when you were there.
It was hilarious. We used to point it out. Hey, Coach Ash. Yeah, I know you see him staring.
Well, they've got a guy in Chip Kelly who has nothing to do right now, who was very good here, and Ryan Day Truss. Just saying, if he's not at practice very soon, I will be shocked. That would be shocking if he's not around the team as we go into this preparation of this game.
I had some fun at Ohio State. The trolling that we used to do was a different level. They are very mild to what we used to do.
I'm sure it was. All right, Kevin Stefanski. I said we would talk about that. Is he quitting on the Browns? We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, traffic really starting to build right now, starting for our friends over in New Albany. Not a surprise here, but 161 eastbound as you're passing 62 and closer to Beach Road, already looking pretty slow on our time saver traffic map in the red. Also looking at parts of 62 eastbound, passing 161, that intersection over by Smiths Mill Road. Also seeing some really slow driving conditions, some portions down to 17 miles per hour out there. As for Canal Winchester, the main concern is not going to be 33 at Gender Road. It's really 33 westbound over by Pickerington Road this morning, clocking you in right now at 28 miles per hour. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Are you tired of paying retail prices? Then you've got to check out ColumbusAuctions.com, the online auction with pickup right here in Columbus, specializing in overstock products. Bidding starts at just $5. That's right, for only $5, you could score something that retails for $100. Most items come from places like Amazon, Lowe's, and Walmart, and if the listing is wrong or the item's broken, they'll give you a full refund. Plus, ColumbusAuctions.com offers a 14-day pickup. If you love deals on just about anything, try the new way to shop in Columbus at ColumbusAuctions.com.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Columbus. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Busy schedule? This is Ryan Krieger, and Krieger Ford has you covered. Krieger Ford offers pickup and delivery, or our mobile service van will come right to you. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
Instant classics are exciting, but true legends have impact over time, like how Plant Moran has been counted on by companies and clients for the past 100 years. Counted on for advice by the workwear brand You Zip Up Every Day, counted on for guidance by the zoos and aquariums inspiring the next generation, counted on for a holistic approach to those growing, protecting, and sharing their wealth. From accounting to tax to consulting to wealth management, we're built year after year on the stories and success we help others achieve. Here's to the next 100 years of Plant Moran. Count on us.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Gruball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
This holiday, give a gift that changes everything. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. Our family's helped couples celebrate love for over 78 years. From timeless solitaires to custom designs that reflect your unique story, our in-house jewelers ensure every detail shines. And with our guaranteed best price, you can shop with confidence, knowing your forever piece is as exceptional as your love. This holiday, make her wish come true with the Diamond Cellar ring, because the only thing better than unwrapping a little blue box is saying yes to forever.
Feeling
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Skyline's Mac and Cheese 3-Way is back. This time with white cheddar cheese and creamy cavatappi pasta. Try a Mac and Cheese 3-Way with Skyline's original chili or their new chicken chili at participating Skyline locations for a limited time.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The water's standing in the tub. My toilets will not flush. The smell's getting bad in here. I need help in a rush.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team hosted the 13th ranked Illinois Fighting Illini last night. Bruce Thornton had 34 points, but it wasn't enough as the Buckeyes fell to Illinois 88-80. The Columbus Blue Jackets were also in action last night. They were on the road in Carolina. The Jackets went up 1-0 on a Dmitry Voronkov goal in the first period, but the Hurricanes would go on to score four unanswered goals, including 3 in the third period. The CBJ would go on to lose 4-1. And finally, some news in the NFL. 44-year-old Philip Rivers will officially come out of retirement to help the Indianapolis Colts with their quarterback situation. No word yet on what Rivers' role will be for their game this week in Seattle. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. As an approved expense for both HSA and FSA accounts, you could save up to 40% on your Awaken 180 program. Awaken180weightloss.com.
One of these men was prom king. It was T-Bone. I swear to God, you think I'm lying, don't you? But I'm serious. He didn't always look like this, okay? Here's the prom king and Tyvis.
Half an hour from now, ask Tyvis anything. You can tweet us at Bone and Tyvis 971. And that is one way to get them in. Also, you can go to the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis. Tyvis inducted into his high school Hall of Fame yesterday. Well, not inducted. It was announced that you were going to be inducted. Is that right?
Correct. The ceremony is in February 7th is the day.
Oh, what day does that fall on?
I think it's a Saturday.
I mean, are they doing this at a basketball game?
So are
they having like a separate ceremony?
I think it's a separate ceremony. So on the 6th, they're having a basketball game that night against Garfield. And then you're going to come out at halftime. They're going to announce you on the half court, blah, blah, blah.
That's going to be a hot ticket.
And
get Tyvis Powell in the gym.
He's and then back. The following day, you go to some place and it's like a dinner celebration thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dylan, let's get our tuxes. Let's go.
I was planning on going.
Party. Yeah, let's crash this party. Let's be there. Yeah. I think we should. I think we should go right up there. Now, I say that knowing full well that I probably have either a singing competition or a cheerleading competition that I will be attending because that is where my kids are doing. But if they aren't, or if it's up that way, maybe I'll just go to that and then swing over and go hang out at your is it a buffet? Do we know? I really care about the food.
A buffet?
What? I just want to know if there's, what's the food for this situation? Is it a banquet?
I have no idea. I read the sheet and that was it.
I hope there's food. That's what I care about. I mean, I care about you, too. I'm very excited for you. This is a great honor for you. Also, what is the menu? That's what I need to know. So Kevin Stefanski, is he going to quit on the Browns? I saw this.
Where does this come from?
Hey, this is from Albert Breer.
What did he say? Albert Breer has really ruffled some feathers in the Cleveland media.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
And I'll tell you why, but go ahead. I'll tell you after this.
This is from his Monday Morning Quarter. I mean, look, the guy writes the Monday Morning Quarterback article. Breer has been on this station many a times. He is a guy who is as plugged in the NFL as anyone there is. He took over, like he writes for Peter King's site and took over the column that Peter King made famous. Now that's Albert Breer, right? So he's fairly plugged in. He said the one thing that'd be really frustrating for me if I were the coach in Cleveland You've been trying to make decisions for football reasons, and no one will accept them. I can tell you, just knowing the number of people that I know who work there, that the quarterback situation was handled this year over the last 8 months in a way that was based solely on how the guys were performing in practice. It makes Stefanski look bad now because Shedeur played well. If you're Kevin and you're making all these decisions based on football decisions, you made a lot of other decisions over the years. They're constantly second-guessed this way, and it's constantly a circus. Well, would you be sick of it? Has this just become, you know what, this hasn't worked out for either one of us over these last couple of years, so maybe it's just time, as in it's just time to go. So he was speculating there. He says he knows people in Cleveland. There are a lot of people who believe that his sources in Cleveland are Kevin Stefanski. Like, there's that. But let's say it's not. Let's say it's other people in the building. He is saying that essentially people in Berea are telling him Kevin Stefanski is getting undermined by other people, whether that's Andrew Berry, ownership, whoever, and that, like, he wanted to play Shedeur more. He wanted to do certain things, but it's all been a circus, and it's all been other stuff that's made him have to do these decisions. And so maybe he's just done with the whole thing, and he's going to get out of there.
Okay. So,
go ahead, Tyvis.
I like to say cap. I call cap on a lot of that. Kevin, from every reporter and everybody that I talk to, everybody always says Kevin is a great guy. He's not the problem. What the thing that people don't understand is that Kevin is always getting pushed and pulled in different directions from everything that's going on from a front office standpoint. So a lot of the times, it's not Kevin's decision to do a lot of things. They're forcing Kevin to do things. And the reason why...
Let I stop you there for a second. Do we have like do you know of any specific examples where you could say...
I can't think of none right off the top of my head. Right. As this story goes, maybe I could think of something.
Sure, that's what I'm just... Because I'm trying to think too. I mean, I have ideas of like, you know, the playing time between Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. I wonder how much of that was affected by other factors. I don't know. I don't know the answer.
So... Everybody always says that he's getting all this push and pull, which they always then say Kevin is a really good coach because if he's able around the NFL, everybody knows the circus that the Cleveland front office can be at times. And they're saying if Kevin can take a team to the playoffs dealing with all of that, then he really is a good coach to be able to manage all of that chaos and still go out there and still win games. Like that says a lot. And an example that I thought about was what I heard about. Everybody was always like, well, why did he fire his entire offensive staff? What they told me from listening to all the reporters and all the people that work on this stuff, they said that they told Kevin went to AVP and said, I have to fire you to save my job.
AVP?
Alex Van Pelt.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry.
I have to fire you to save my job.
Okay.
So that really wasn't a Kevin decision. They wanted a more explosive offense. They had Deshaun. They wanted to change up how they were calling offense. So that's what happened in that situation. If it was up to Kevin, maybe he would have just continued to run his offense.
Well, and this is where I come back with Kevin Stefanski. At some point, right, if you're this guy who's getting undermined, if in the media it's getting leaked out that like Kevin Stefanski didn't want to do this, he was forced to. My speculation, unfounded as it may be, is who leaked that story? Well, probably someone friendly to Kevin Stefanski or Kevin Stefanski himself. Here's my question. When at some point, if you're the guy who's like, everyone around the league knows you're great, everyone knows you're a winner, you'd have a job in a second being an offensive coordinator, why not go into the Haslam's and say, hey, cut the crap or I leave?
Because that's the question
for being a loser.
Everybody wants to know. We all want to know the same thing. Bro, you won Coach of the Year 2 years in a row. You got some cachet. Why can't you just tell them, leave me alone, I'm gonna do it my way? And if I'm on the hot seat, why wouldn't I just do it my way anyways? And if I get fired, at least it was what I wanted to do.
You go out on your terms, not running someone else's scheme, not playing the players you don't want to play, not doing the things, hiring the people you don't want to. I have said this for a long time. I told a producer this when I first started in radio, because my producer Alicia, was a great producer. She did a good job for us when I worked with her on the Buckeye Show many years ago. But the first thing she said to me, first night we had a show together, was 2 hours. She said, well, I was thinking I could get you 3 or 4 guests for a 2-hour show, which would mean basically every other segment I would have a guest. And I said, hold on a second. I don't want any guests for the first 2 weeks of this show. And she's like, no guests for 2 weeks. Why not? And I said, because if people don't like me, I'd rather get fired for me being bad than all my guests being annoying, and I don't have good guests, and I get fired over that when I'm not in control of that. I want to go in on my terms and show what I can do in this business. And I mean, it has worked out for me, but that's the choice that everybody has to make. And with Kevin Stefanski, if you're getting told all the time, well, don't play this guy. Well, you can't hire that guy to be your coordinator. Well, you can't do this offense. Well, you need to call these plays. At some point, I'm like, dude, either let me be me or I leave. And if that's what's happening and he sticks around for it, then I hate to say it, he is a part of the losing culture because he's not trying to win. He's not trying to do the best thing for the team. He's trying to keep his job. And that's why I feel like there is a losing culture in Cleveland, in part because there are a lot of people there who are like, well, I just do what they tell me. I mean, this is what they say. I got to do it. Then do something else. Either have some backbone and stand up for yourself and say, no, I refuse to do this. Fire me or I quit. Or go fix it and then show everybody how wrong they were and make it happen. But if they're not letting him do that, then I would just say, fine, then I'm out because you're not letting me coach on my terms.
And the reason everybody is in Cleveland media is mad at Albert Breer is because for months he's been reporting Shedeur is not ready. Shedeur is not ready. Shedeur is not ready. So when you get to the Cleveland media and they ask, they say, well, everybody's saying that he's not ready. And then he goes out and performs the way he does. And everybody's like, you lied to us. You lied. Well, but I've also learned, because I was talking to Mary Kay yesterday on the Cleveland show, and she has said that, which is something that I already knew, that every day Shedeur has come in early to meet with Kevin directly to go over game film and how he can be better and stuff. And he's always had the talent, but it was the learning that he had to do. And they said that those sessions are starting to really take off to where you could see him being a different player on Sunday.
I mean, I know it was the Titans, and that's what I keep telling myself is it was the Titans, and they lost the game. But the fact that this guy
wasn't his fault.
He put up 300 yards, was throwing the ball all over the place. I mean, he still looks like a rookie, but he looks like a rookie with a lot of promise, at least from that last game. And every week it seems to get a little bit better and a little bit better. And then last week it was a bigger amount that seemed to finally show up there for him. So, yeah, he's getting the nod. He is going to be the guy for the rest of the season, and I think that's a good thing. I just wonder what that says about Kevin Stefanski, right? And like I said, if he's getting the blame of Kevin Stefanski was holding this kid back, I'd be out if I'm Kevin Stefanski saying, that wasn't my call. If it wasn't, if he's like, I wanted to play him.
He doesn't address the media. He just.
Well, then he's a loser. Because then the narrative gets written for you. If you don't want to tell your story, someone else will tell it for you.
He's probably going to do a tell-all book when it's all said and done.
Well,
it's going to be a bestseller.
You know what the title's going to be? What's that?
We need to play better.
I do it.
Phillip Rivers is coming back to the NFL in one of the most improbable stories. Is he going to start on Sunday? We'll give you the latest next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. We are noticing a crash, unfortunately, for our friends that live in our southeast corner, really by Canal Winchester. The right shoulder is currently blocked on 33. It's that westbound direction just as you're passing Gender Road this morning. And we're really seeing some big slowdowns associated with this. So once again, 33 at Gender Road, clocking you at 12 miles per hour, almost in the single digits this morning, folks. Take it nice and slow. Adding in with those rainy conditions and traffic, want to make sure folks are just nice and safe on the roads this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling.
Get your furnace fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling. 1-800-COOLING.
D. Miller here. All right, guys, it's time to be honest. How do you truly feel on a daily basis? Do you have the energy you need to get through a day? Do you have the focus you need to get through your work? If you started to know something is off, don't wait. See if the answer is testosterone replacement therapy. And the place to find out is with the experts at Synergenics and Low T Center. Most guys I know say Synergenics and Low T Center changed their lives. It all starts with the simple and free TRT test. You can even walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com. The testosterone is pure, not compounded. Guys feel full of energy and not like they're still waiting for it to kick in. Now is the best time to get it because the TRT test is free. If you're a guy in your 30s, 40s, and 50s for sure, there's no doubt you've been wondering what your level is and if this can help. Synergenics and Low T Centers have clinics in Gahanna and Dublin. They give you the power to choose if you want to be treated in the clinic or if you want to receive at-home treatment. It all starts with a simple and quick free TRT test. Start the process to a new you right now by booking at fixmylowt.com.
Imagine the perfect chicken tender. Crispy, juicy, for lack of a better word, tendery. Now imagine these perfect tenders at Wendy's. 'Cause they are. Wendy's new chicken tenders are here with delicious new dipping sauces like Wendy's Signature, Creamy Ranch, and Honey Barbecue. And they're so good, we even changed our name from Wendy's to Tendies. I believe that's what the kids call manifesting. For Tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Bills piling up? CME can help you wrap up your debt into one simple, manageable signature loan with rates starting as low as 8.75% APR. Instead of juggling stacks of statements, let CME help you unwrap peace of mind this season. APR from 8.75%. Terms and eligibility apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org.
This sports report is brought to you by Bet365. When it comes to sportsbooks, Bet365 has it all. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be located in Ohio.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Donate your car today. Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
Getting cold feet? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Come on, kids, we're going to Grandma's house.
Grandma's house! Grandma's house!
What do we do to be safe and ready to go? We buckle up.
Buckle up!
Phones down.
Phones down!
And when we go,
take it slow.
And if you drink,
don't drive. And off we go.
ODOT, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and the Ohio Traffic Safety Office are doing their part to keep roads safe. Do your part to make sure everyone makes it home safe for the holidays.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Your family might not listen to you, but we will. Sunday mornings at 8.
It's the Fan Call-In Show presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
You're welcome. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're tracking rainy and windy conditions here for today as winds gust up to 40 miles per hour. That's going to usher in some colder temperatures later on this afternoon. Eventually looking at some rain and snow showers through this evening into the early part of tonight. And temperatures dropping down to the 30s here by tomorrow with a few more flurries. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
We are your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah? The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
So playoff time is here, right? We got college football playoffs starting up just in a few days. Brackets are here, too, because there's a bracket for college football because there's 12 teams. Mountain Dew and the Fan giving you a shot at $500 in our college football playoff bracket contest. Just fill out your 12-team bracket before the first game kicks off on December 19th. Hey, that's only 9 days away. Enter now, 971thefan.com. Chance to win money.
about that from the fan?
Big money, no whammies.
Yeah, that'd be great. It'd be great to win that $500 if you can. So good luck to you if you go sign up. 971thefan.com. Also, if you're doing things online, tweet us at Bone and Tyvis 971. Ask Tyvis anything coming up at 7:30. At 8:30, we will talk to Jackets forward Matthew Olivier. He will join us. He is talking to high school hockey players tonight, apparently, and giving them some tips on, I hope, how to fight. But we'll ask him about that and more coming up at 8:30. Jackets, by the way, if you didn't see it, they were tied going into the third yesterday, and then they didn't give up 3 goals like normally. They gave up a couple empty netters, but they were trying to get that goal to tie it back up. It didn't work out. They lose 4-1 in Carolina. They are back in action tomorrow night at Nationwide. So, Philip Rivers, back to the NFL.
This is crazy.
It's one of the craziest stories I've ever heard. He's 44 years old. He hasn't played in 5 years. He's been coaching his son in high school football, where his son, Gunnar, I believe is his name, is a junior who is a big-time prospect. And I think like a top 10 quarterback prospect, if I'm not mistaken, either in his state or nationally. Either way, he's a very talented football player. Go figure. He plays quarterback. But he, Coach Philip Rivers is now going to back, and he tried out for the Colts. Reports are it went well enough that they could sign him to the practice squad. And then from there, they've got, who is their backup quarterback? It's
Riley Reed.
Yeah, Riley Reed.
You're hilarious.
Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard has a strained knee. So there's a question of if he's going to be able to go on Sunday. If he's not, Philip Rivers may play in an NFL game. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but there are a few wrinkles that we didn't get into. One of them, did you know that apparently he and Shane Steichen have talked a decent amount this year about the offense because he runs a similar offense in high school. At his high school team, they run a similar style of offense. So Steichen and him will talk back and forth, and they'll pick each other's brains about certain aspects of the offense. So he's very familiar with the scheme at the very least. He obviously knows how to play quarterback in the NFL, but he's very old. Also, this resets his clock because this year he was going to be eligible for the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Getting in, no way.
What do you mean?
Oh, see, this is so funny that you bring this up.
You think Philip Rivers is getting in the Hall of Fame?
I know he is. I don't know if he's first ballot, but I know he's getting in there.
What?
He's going to get in on the longevity thing. He's going to be.
Hold on, let me go look up his because
the Pro Football Hall of Fame is the Hall of Very. It's the Hall of Very Good, and it has been. For a while.
No, I'm not going for that. Then.
Well, it has been.
If he gets in, that's watering it down.
It already has been watered down. Look at the guys who are in.
So you mean to tell me Philip Rivers is as good as Joe Montana?
No one's what?
That's what the Hall of Fame is. That's what the Hall of Fame
Everyone
is.
needs to be as good as Joe Montana. There would be 2 quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame.
That's the Hall of Fame. What are you talking about? When you put somebody put somebody in a Hall of Fame, that means that you're telling me he's of the same ilk as these guys.
Maybe that's what it means to you, but that's not what it means in reality.
That's what it is. Right. I'm shocked that we look at this differently.
Your thought of it and where it is, it should be somewhere in the middle, but it's not.
Hang on. Are you telling me that so by your logic, then no one can be in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame unless they are Michael Jordan? Like, what are we talking about? Like, I understand your point that, no, he's not as good as Joe Montana, but
Philip Rivers,
there are guys in the Pro Football Hall of Fame right now who are not as good as Joe Montana.
You mean to tell me Philip Rivers dominated the NFL?
I don't know that he dominated it, but
what are we talking about?
Hang on.
Tyvis, what are we talking about?
I'm not even saying that I'm disagreeing with your thinking, but that is not what the Hall of Fame is in reality. There's quarterbacks like Jim Kelly and Troy Aikman in the Hall of Fame that are really good, but they were never considered the GOAT like Joe Montana was before Brady came along. To put the bar at Joe Montana for the Hall of Fame, Jesus, Tyvis, there'd be like 10 people in there total.
That's what it should be. We're talking about you being Tyvis. A one of one of the best to dominate at your position. Philip Rivers, in my personal opinion, has never been looked at as the number one guy in the league as quarterback.
I don't know.
Couldn't have been. He was playing with Tom and Peyton and Drew. This dude was not the number one quarterback in the league at any point in his caur.
No one's fighting that.
So what?
Wait, hang on.
Don't do this.
All right. To your point,
what did he do?
He was never an MVP.
Mm-hmm.
He was like an 8-time Pro Bowler, but what does that even mean? Right? Not as far as like an all-pro.
Yeah.
I got to look up and see
how
if he
many
had
all
any
pros he got.
Probably not a lot because of who, like you said, who he played against and who was there when he was there.
How many Super Bowls he win?
Okay, then there are a lot of guys who will never be. Barry Sanders can't go in the Hall of Fame with that logic. Like, what are we talking about?
I'm just trying to look at what the accolades is.
Okay, here's what I would say.
The way it was taught to me was if you're if you win a Super Bowl, that's a point. You're a Super Bowl MVP, that's a point. If you're the leader, the passing leader, that's a point. If you're all pro, that's a point. Pro Bowls don't get anything.
Let me make this comparison, and you guys might think it's off. Do you think Carmelo Anthony belonged in the NBA Hall of Fame? Just yes or no?
Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. Because this is it too,
he gets in because of the Olympics.
I don't think. I think that helped, but I think if that didn't happen, he was still getting in.
I think the Carmelo Phil Rivers thing is a dead-on comparison, Dylan. I 100% agree with that. But here, let me make this case to you: 63,000 passing yards.
A lot of yards.
Okay, 421 touchdowns. Like, is that? I'm just saying the guy played in over 240 games. I don't think he was ever the greatest at the time he was doing it because, like you said, he played next to a guy most of his career who was essentially Joe Montana in Tom Brady, right? Like, there are very few guys that are ever going to be better than that. That doesn't mean, though, that everyone who played when LeBron's era.
So let me get this right.
Everyone who played in LeBron's era, where he's been the greatest player this whole time, none of those guys are as good as him, so then they shouldn't get into the Hall of Fame.
So to you, in your argument with y'all, Phillip Rivers, is Phillip Rivers more deserving of the Hall of Fame than Eli Manning?
They're equally deserving.
Yeah, I think they're both in the same boat, except one major difference. Yes, one of them has 2 Super Bowls.
I wouldn't put neither one of them in, but that's just me. I'm not on the committee, but he's going in y'all books, so go ahead.
I'm just saying, he played 17 years.
It must be a weak Hall of Fame class.
I didn't say he's going in first ballot.
What about
he's
him?
not Mariano Rivera. I didn't say that.
He's 44. And also him playing again. I put this tweet out that I got a lot of flack about when Cincinnati played the Steelers about those 2 40-year-old quarterbacks that's still playing this game because the young guys can't develop.
Right.
Proves my point that I was right. All these people wanted to be mad at me, but this is exactly the point. This man is 44 years old, hasn't played in 3 years, is it? 3-4 years?
5 years.
5 years?
He's almost, like I said,
getting off the couch, and he about to go out there because these young guys can't figure it out.
Yeah, that's
hilarious.
Bad. And the coaching's not helping him either because I will say there's not a lot of patience, right? I mean, look at Dylan Gabriel. Not that I think he's any good. You know me, not a big fan. But Dylan Gabriel got essentially 6 games, and we've all pretty much said, he's a career backup. He's done. He's not getting developed now in Cleveland the way he would if, let's say, he went to another team where they said, we need you to be the starter and we'll give you 3 years to kind of fully develop. No one has time for that anymore. So to your point, young quarterbacks don't grow and develop in the same way. They either have to come in and be stars automatically or they're damaged goods and we got to get rid of them. Like J.J. McCarthy, which is where we're heading with that one. By the way, in the NFL this weekend, so we don't, on the Phil Rivers thing, he is on the practice squad. The next step is they would have to activate him from the practice squad to be actually, playing and on the roster. But step 1 complete. We'll see about the rest of them. Very quickly, on this weekend, we do have a good lineup of NFL games with all these playoff implications. Bills-Patriots, 1 o'clock on CBS. That one in Foxborough. That's a rematch from earlier where the Patriots got them. If you think the Patriots are overrated, Bills are playing pretty good right now, at least offensively. That'll be a fun game to watch. Also, Packers-Broncos, 9-3-1 Packers versus 11-2 Broncos. That's 4:25 on CBS. And Lions-Rams on Fox, also 4:25 game. Huge for the Lions if they're going to get in the playoffs, right? They need that game, but the Rams have been playing well too. So there's a lot. I'm saying now we're getting to that point of the NFL schedule where you're starting to see playoff seeding implications every week. There's multiple games where big-time teams are going head-to-head.
The Chiefs really not going to make the playoff.
Chiefs are, you know what? That's a game, too, that I didn't even include it. Chargers-Chiefs, you would think, would be a game that would matter. But, yeah, the Chiefs are 6-7, dude. I guess if they win this game, they're still hanging on. But if they lose this game, Chargers beat them on the road, it's pretty much done. It already kind of is done, but it's definitely done if that happens. So, yeah, Ask Tyvis Anything coming up in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing yet another crash on the roads. This time around, it's happening on our north side of the metro, really by Worthington. So that incident happening right now on 161. It's that eastbound direction at that 71 southbound intersection where the right lane is currently blocked. Not seeing a lot of traffic out here, but do be mindful. Crew members are currently on scene. Again, take it nice and slow, too, with those wet and slippery conditions because of all the rain we're noticing right now. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with a team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
It's holiday season, which means fun time with the family. But let me guess, that knee won't let you hit those dance moves like you used to. Well, I had that same problem too. What if I told you in 2026, you can be dancing just like me? Tyvis Powell here, and my guys in Columbus at QC Kinetics don't believe in pills or surgery. Who needs those things when your own body has all the healing ability you need? This comeback story will be groundbreaking, powered by all the cells you've built. Say goodbye to surgery, pain pills, and long recovery. QC Kinetics is all about long-term relief. So let's make the new year a new you, one where pain doesn't dictate your life. Get your groove on the dance floor. Schedule your free consultation today in Dublin or Gahanna. Now's a great time to use your HSA and FSA. For treatment, go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important, you're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, two things here that have to be fixed before we go any further in the show, Tyvis. Number one, earlier in the show, you said to me, because I said Bruce Thornton is a god. He's an incredible basketball player. It just sucks that he's playing in an era of Ohio State basketball where they can never make the tournament because we've never seen this guy in the tournament, and that sucks.
Did he make it?
And you said, I thought he made it. I thought they'd gone when he was here because he's been here forever. Last time the Buckeyes went, because I thought I was right on this, and I double-checked it. Buckeyes went in the 22 tournament, so 21-22 season.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce got on campus 22-23. So he came in the summer after that.
Okay, so he
has never been to an NCAA tournament, and that's a shame because if you watched last night, you saw a player who is the ideal guy when you get to the NCAA tournament. That's the type of performance you need. 24 points in the first half. He was Dylan, did you text me and say he was unconscious?
Yes.
Okay. What's so funny is you had sent that. I had just been texting Fish right before that, and I said, your Illinois basketball team is like fun to watch, regardless of my fandom of Ohio State, because he's an Illinois guy. And I said, your basketball team's fun to watch. It just sucks they're doing this to the Buckeyes. And then he responded and said, yeah, but if Bruce gives us 60, I don't know. And I said, dude, he's unconscious. Right? That's the only way to describe what Bruce was doing last night. Unbelievable if you didn't see it. But they lose to Illinois 88-80 because you got to have a team. It's not just Bruce. And last night, as much as they were in that game, and it was tough, but they needed more than just Bruce going off like that. And in the second half, Illinois kind of figured it out, kind of limited what he was doing. But yeah, we got to get him to the tournament this year. He's got to get in there so we can see him for once in the NCAA tournament. He's been loyal to the Buckeyes. I hope they get there. Now that's problem number one. Problem number two, we have a bag of burgers that have been sitting here for 20 minutes because it got delivered right before the last commercial break ended. We started talking, and then we just had a short commercial break 2 minutes ago. And as I turn the microphone on, I see I have burgers sitting here for breakfast that we're not eating.
I'm so mad about this Hall of Fame conversation that I forgot to eat. That's a lot to me. People in the chat, what I hate when we're talking about individual accomplishments, all people want to say, Carmelo won a national championship.
We were talking about Phillip Rivers not getting into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, or will he get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Tyvis is of the opinion he should not be in there. I'm kind of the opinion he should not be in there, but the difference is not should he be in there, will he get in there?
Yes.
And my answer is I think he will get in eventually just because he played for a long time, has a bunch of numbers.
I don't even disagree with any of Tyvis's points, except for the point that you need to be as good as Joe Montana to be in the NFL, Hall of Fame. Besides that, I agree with everything Tyvis said, but it's not about our rules of who should be in the Hall of Fame. It's about the real life Hall of Fame and who they've put in there previously. And I think Phillip Rivers is better than some quarterbacks that are already in there.
Who are the quarterbacks eligible this year, Tyvis? You were saying that in the
Drew
first
Brees, Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, no, well, Phillip Rivers now he won't be if he plays, right?
Correct.
If he plays, then they'll
5 years
they have
over.
to. Dude, he's going to reset his clock to get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Maybe they give him he's going to have to wait 5 years to get in anyway.
Well, probably so. But now he has to wait 5 more years is what I'm saying. And there'll be a whole new crop of guys we'll debate with. But, God, imagine if he just goes out there, plays for like 2 series, and then gets annihilated on a blind side. And he's 44 years old, and that they have to, like, carry him off the field. And it's like, great, see you in 5 years. Can't do anything about it now because you came in here, you played, we reset your clock.
I'm tripping on the fact that everybody like, well, if everybody's on Joe Montana's, then it should only be like 5 quarterbacks. That's the point. Yes,
but that's
correct.
Not. But
yeah, you're right.
You're
100% right. There should be only 5 quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame. Yes.
I want it to be a small hall. What I'm telling you is it's not. You've been up there. You know there's like 1 billion busts in there because
you don't think that
they let a lot of people in.
You don't think some of them people will be looking like you got it?
Yeah, they probably do. And all I'm saying is once they start that, it's hard to stop.
Get to know your resident national champion. It's time for Ask Tyvis Anything.
Sorry, Dylan, I cut you off.
No, real quick, I brought this up before. Go look at Joe Namath's stats.
Oh, God.
And then get back to me on who should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
he's all about lore and not about anything on his actual resume. I digress.
He won Super Bowls,
was Joe Namath like when he? Well, none of us know because we wasn't alive for it. Was Joe Namath like the best at his time?
I don't know.
I don't think he was. I think he was just the most famous of his time.
This dude was playing at the same time as Bart Starr. He was not the best quarterback.
Right, for sure.
I don't know. You telling me stuff. I don't know nothing about it.
Dylan, go look up his numbers because we'll get those. Because now we got to do that after this. All right. So, but for what it's worth, Mike tweeted us at Bone and Tyvis 971 said longevity don't equal Hall of Fame. Rivers isn't a Hall of Famer. Fine.
Thank you.
Here is a question for Ask Tyvis Anything from Matt. He says, "What is your favorite way to eat a potato?" And if you say raw, that's the right answer.
What?
I just picture Tyvis sitting there like peeling a potato, just eating it raw. That would be hilarious.
French fries
visual
count.
for me. Yeah. How would you? Any way that a potato is? What's your favorite way to eat a potato?
French fries would be the number one answer.
Okay.
After that, it'd be a loaded baked potato.
Okay. These are good answers.
Or a twice baked potato.
Yeah,
that's even better.
See, that's good. I'm glad you didn't say like, oh, I just barely want a little bit of light oil on it. And
but I'm not a big
slightly crisp. No,
I'm not big.
Give me a French fry.
I'm not big. Yeah, I'm not big on like just potatoes. Like,
well, not only you get it with stuff. He's just asking what's your favorite preparation of the potato.
French
product.
fries.
Okay. Now, are you a thin and crispy French fry guy, or do you like a big, thick steak fry, a little girth to it, a lot of potato in there? The potato to fry ratio.
Why you always got to say it like that?
What do you mean? Have you had
You need length and girth.
That's a steak
in
fry.
this league.
Have you had one?
Yes.
They soak up all the steak grease and the hamburger grease.
I'm more of a waffle fry guy.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst answer. I hate the waffle fry. It's so dumb. All right. This one from Michael. He says, "Do you think that it would help if Hartline leaves now, then the fourth quarter he comes back with some old throwback jerseys and coaches us to a victory? Maybe you could do that."
Say that one more time.
He said, "Do you think it would help if Hartline leaves now, then in the fourth quarter he comes back with some old throwback jerseys and coaches the Buckeyes to victory?" Sure. Why not? Make that happen.
That never is going to happen.
Let's see. Where is the other? Oh, this one's from Jason. "Would you ever become a coach in any capacity for the school up north?" I believe this is a reference to Kerry Combs taking a job with the team up north.
No, I know that, and they probably throw some good money, but like loyalty got to mean something at some point, right?
Tyvis, if they said, we want to pay you $2 million a year to coordinate our defense,
I'm gonna be like, respectfully, I like my family too much, so I'm gonna decline.
That is real.
Because there you go. You might as well kiss them goodbye.
It's so funny when you hear from guys who have done the coaching thing and then you talk to them and it's like, so what do you think? And they're like, it's great. Other than I don't ever see my family.
Yeah, kiss it goodbye.
Other than that.
Jeff Hafley said when I was with the 49ers, he was telling us about how him and his wife operate. He says, I barely see my wife at all. He said we go out every Friday because Friday's like the fast days. He said we go out every Friday night. And he said it's actually great because when we sit down, we got something to talk about because we haven't seen each other all week.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. I think a lot of these guys, that's what happens is they get done coaching, they sit around the house, they realize I don't know how to talk to this woman anymore because
Bill Belichick, you go
well,
get you a young thing. A young tenderoni. Yeah, PYT.
I'll ask you off the air what that one means. I don't know.
Pretty young thing.
Oh, okay,
you
good.
ain't never listened to Michael Jackson?
No.
PYT?
I mean, I have. I didn't know that one. So
I want to love you.
That does not.
Pretty young thing.
Not sound like Michael
But
Jackson.
now to me, PYT stands for pretty young tenderoni or whatever you just said. I had never heard that before.
No, we call them fat. Pretty hot and tempting.
Oh, yeah, that I've heard. That I've heard. Chris G in the chat says, ask Tyvis, have you seen the trend, I used to be one hell of an athlete? Have you seen that trend? I'm not familiar with it.
What is he trying to say?
Well, then he said, if so, have you had that moment yet where you say, I used to be one hell of an athlete?
No, because I'm still an athlete.
Oh,
I'm still living. I'm still living in the right now. You know what I'm saying? Some things you just can't stop. Like, did you not just see me hit from Caitlin Clark's logo? Like, it's just what it is. Like,
yeah, I also saw the lack of defense. I mean, that's cool. I see kids at the state fair hit shots like that. It's no big thing. It's fine. Good for you.
You know what? I'm about to go hoop again,
lucky.
and I'm about to drop 30.
You can't because you're still limping from working out.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
It's a good stretch. You got to do a good stretch.
Came in today walking like Forrest Gump at the start of the movie, and I said, "Are you okay?" And he was like,
I squatted for the first time
2 days ago. No, and I said, "Are you still sore?"
Yeah, when you ate, I haven't squatted in for like 5 months.
The second day is the worst day.
I'm just telling you.
And then yesterday I did 255 on the bench.
Yeah, I squatted 300 every time I get up out of a chair. That's what I do. So
you ain't took a hard T-Bone. You ain't took a hard step.
Every one is hard when you weigh this much, Tyvis. Everyone is every day. It's like I get home and I'm like, I did it again. Yes, I got back here. I walk up the steps, I self high five. That's what I do. All right, so that's Ask Tyvis Anything. You tweet us more if you want to, at Bone and Tyvis 971, or hop in the YouTube chat. What?
They said they're mad at you for not knowing what PYT is by Michael Jackson.
Sorry, I was raised in a Christian home. We didn't listen to that satanic filth.
It was on Thriller.
We didn't listen to that. Are you kidding? I listened to Stephen Curtis Chapman and Michael W. Smith and a bunch of other people you've never heard of. Point of Grace.
He can on my imagine.
I grew up listening to
Gather at the River, Point of Grace. Wait till you hear that song. That's a banger.
I grew up listening to Mary Mary and BB and CC Wineys.
But we used to listen to BB and CC Wineys.
But I still know what Daddy. I still know what Thriller is.
That was forbidden in my house. We were burning CDs at our church. They were like, let's bring you'd trash the CDs. If you had all your secular music, you had to get rid of it.
All I'm saying
secular.
Is
it's not Christian time.
You've previously told us of your aspirations to be labeled a CWB. They have been greatly affected in a negative way by you not knowing PYT.
No, that's fine. I've made peace.
That's a crime.
I've made peace with the fact that I'm not ever going to get this. That's fine. I don't have to be a cold white boy. It's all right. I'm just a
LW wants to.
Can
know,
I be an FWB?
LW wants me to answer his question about do I think Urban would be a successful NFL coach if he had more time.
All right. Well, why don't we answer that when we come back? Does that sound, or no? Did you have a quick, was the answer yes or no, or was it going to be longer? I don't know.
I don't know if he wants a long answer or not. Right. Would he have been successful? No.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right. It's coming back. People watch the Buckeyes in large numbers, and you're probably aware of that, but I have the exact numbers next to show you. Ohio State is still the king. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are still following some major slowdowns after a crash in Canal Winchester. That is happening still right now. 33 westbound just passing Gender Road. The right shoulder blocked. And unfortunately, folks, we are down to 8 miles per hour for our drive time, single digits. And it's really extending from Gender Road, again, 33 westbound, to almost closer to Pickerington Road. Again, take it nice and easy, folks. A lot more people on the roads with you. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
El Dorado Scioto Downs is your Caesars Rewards destination. And big news, Scioto Downs has been chosen to host the prestigious Breeders' Crown in 2026, featuring 12 championship races. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Visit Caesars.com/Scioto Downs for details.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
These savings are so good. Right now, get low lease payments on every model, like a new 2026 Elantra SE for just $119 a month for 24 months. Plus, get owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Go now. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 12 miles per year, ends 1/2/26.
Looking to launch a career in the skilled trades but don't know where to begin? Part-time service in the Ohio Army National Guard can help. You can kickstart your career by enlisting in one of our many trades-based jobs. Get paid to learn these skills and gain on-the-job training when you report to your unit 1 weekend a month or 2 weeks in the summer. To learn how the Guard can pay for your civilian trade certification, visit nationalguard.com/OH. Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard in coordination with the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Toyota-thon is on, and there's no better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota. Now through January 5th, get 4.75 APR financing on any remaining new 25 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Or lease a new gas-powered RAV4 LE for $279 a month for 39 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Bishop and Friends.
My wife is like you guys. She feels that she gets value by maximizing the amount of sleep she gets at the end of her sleep.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Airflow Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tyvis and I are comparing notes on songs we grew up listening to.
I told him my favorite song, my first ever in my life favorite song that I can remember was when I was 5 years old. the song "Vibrant Thing" by Q-Tip.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
my favorite song. I used to listen to it in my dad's truck all the time, just on repeat. Because when kids hear something they like, they play it over and over. That was a song that I kept listening to.
Yeah, that was.
I never knew what it meant. I just liked the beat and the song.
And I was playing
Such
you
a vibrant thing.
during the break. I played a little Brian Duncan, "Love Takes Time," from the Christian music side of things. And then a Point of Grace, "Gather at the River." And you said, what about that Point of Grace song?
Sounds like some 80s stuff.
It was, but the problem was it came out in the mid-90s because that was Christian music. It was like, hey, this was popular 10 years ago. How about we do it now, but with different lyrics? So, yeah, that's what I grew up on. Then I got a car.
We had two different.
In high school, I got my car.
Lifestyles.
Of course we
My
did.
mother was listening to Tupac.
No, ain't nothing but a gangsta party.
Hey, I tell you, remember I was talking about like weddings. If I had a wedding, you know how when you get married and everybody's at the reception and they say, "Introducing for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Tyvis Powell." That was the song that I told my wife we was coming through the door to.
Oh, really?
Ain't nothing but a gangster party. You done put two of America's Most Wanted in the same room at the same time. I was going to kick the door open. Boom! And I was going to come in dancing. Picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture.
Yeah. I see. That's why you need to have a wedding. You guys went to the courthouse.
We could just do it at the house.
All right, that's fine. Do you and your wife both know how to crip walk? Because if so,
she has no idea. Now me, on the other hand, I hit the whole dance for you.
That's good. All right. So in the chat, by the way, we have people ask. Tryhard said, "What about 12 Stones?" That is a Christian band. Coach V says 5 Iron Frenzy. That is a Christian ska band. Tyvis, what do you know about ska?
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll work on that. We'll get you.
You ever heard of Wu-Tang Clan?
Ain't nothing to mess with. Everything around me. Yes, I heard of Wu-Tang Clan. My parents Christian. Found out. I didn't grow up with it, but I found out. My parents' Christian band, probably their favorite one over all time, Third Day.
Oh, Third Day.
Third Day was
Mac
their
Powell,
thing.
a vocalist among vocalists. He's amazing. That's exactly right. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. You can post your Christian music hot takes in the YouTube chat.
We're doing
85%
of our audience.
I'm sorry.
About
We'll move on very quickly.
What you know about "I Like It" by Sammy?
What is
that? I can spend time with you. Don't be putting these bangers in the chat.
I was just going
Get to the topic. Let's go. They got me good.
Ohio State. They played Indiana. We know how the game went. However, had one of the biggest numbers in college football this season. Big Ten championship ratings, 18.3 million people watched that game. It peaked at over 19 million, but on average, it was 18.3 million. That makes it the second most viewed game of the entire college football season. Take one guess what the first one was.
The game.
That is right. 18.4.
I thought it was 9.
Maybe it was 9. 18 point something million, but it was more than 3. I thought it was 18.4. Either way.
So they loved
it. It was number 1.
Like in all of college sports.
In all of college football this year, that is the number. It beat. I mean, these games beat the SEC
That's
championship
what I'm saying.
game. Yes,
all
yes.
That, yeah.
Beat all those games. Any of the big matchups in the SEC.
So you telling me the big? What was 3? You know?
Yeah, Ohio State and Texas. I'm just telling you, that one did 16.3 million to start the season off. So, like,
go Bucks.
Yeah, this is so funny because this narrative around college football has been, oh, the SEC is so great because everyone watches it. And they do, right? Because what you have in the SEC is you do not have, I don't think you have the elite teams. You have a bunch of teams that are pretty good, that have major flaws. And every week they have matchups where you go, I could kind of see the other team winning here. And it gives people drama that they tune in for. Mm-hmm. Much like when you watch reality television, there's drama because you don't know who's going to win Survivor. When you watch the Big Ten and you see Ohio State playing UCLA, you already know how that game's going to go. No one tunes in. When you go watch Ohio State play Purdue, you know how that game's going to go. There needs to be more teams in the Big Ten who actually give Ohio State problems. And finally, we got to see one of those teams this weekend. I wish it had worked out better for the Buckeyes, but that's why, like, when Ohio State doesn't play Indiana in the regular season, you're not going to have as big of a regular season number.
There's, I'd say, realistically, right now, it's only 4 teams that would be like people, maybe 5. No, 4.
In the Big Ten?
In the Big Ten.
I mean, I know Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon.
And USC.
Would you put USC up there?
Next year I would.
Okay, but this year, I'm saying if like Ohio State played USC, it would have done numbers. I agree with you on that. I don't know if it would have.
I think it would have been a good game, and it would have been one of those things where I feel like the game people probably wouldn't have tuned in as much right away. But then you get that alert on your phone. The number one team in the country is only up by 7 with 5 minutes left, and people are like, "Oh, well, let me go look." Like that's
a real thing.
I know
I'm saying that's like a big thing for how viewership
I've been sitting there not paying attention, and I get that alert. Upset alert. It's like, oh, let me go turn to it. Like that happens all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you have the audience that starts out with the game, right? And then you have the viewership that shows up when they get that in the second half where it's like Ohio State is down, Ohio State is tied, Ohio State is only winning by 3. People then are like, I got to flip over to it. And that's how college football viewing typically works. That's why Big Noon wanted that noon spot. Not that it's the right call, not that I enjoy it, but they know at noon they're just going to get a more captive audience because 90% of the games that are on at noon are not as good as the ones that are on at night. At night, in the afternoons, you're going to get people doing that where they say, well, I'm going to start with one game, but I'm going to flip around. They want Ohio State on at noon. They want the best games from Ohio State at noon because they know people aren't going to leave that game if it is a good game, which is why they put Ohio State, Texas at noon. But they also put the Buckeyes just in general at noon because they know there's a huge audience for it. And a lot of that audience isn't going to tune out because they're Buckeye fans.
Who had the Big Ten championship? What company? Fox?
It was on Fox, yeah.
Fox could pull the sweep this year. So you mean tell me the 3 best games was all Fox games?
2 of them. Well, yeah, 3 of them.
All 3 of them. Texas,
yeah, you're
Fox. Right. The game is Fox, and the Big Ten championship was Fox.
Who has? I mean, now ESPN has the national championship, right? All that. So the postseason games will do bigger numbers.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Right. So
I'm talking about regular season.
Well, it's over. They've already done it.
Yeah.
They've
Fox
got the sweep.
Pulled a sweep. But 3, dang.
So their strategy more or less is let's get the biggest 3 numbers and highlight that. ESPN's strategy is let's week in, week out win the ratings battle between our games and say the Big Ten games that aren't as good or the ACC games that aren't as good.
Are you still mad about Texas being at noon?
I wasn't really that mad about it to begin with.
Well, next year is going to be at night because ESPN got it.
Oh, yeah, because it's at Texas. Yeah, I'm sure it will be. And that'll be fine. And we'll, again, the problem is for Buckeye fans just not getting to have that experience of a big night game. For the team not getting to have that, that part sucks.
We don't open with Texas, do we?
I don't remember the schedule. I'm still locked in on this year, Tyvis. I haven't even looked ahead. I don't look ahead like you do, apparently.
The Buckeye offense isn't good, so they're going to lose in coming around.
Don't even
start. I'm just telling y'all what I heard, man. What I heard y'all say.
Do you remember any of the conversations we've had all year long? You remember where I am and who I come from. That's tame. Me just saying, I thought the offense was a little off in the Indiana game. Come on. I got way hotter takes than that. I'll come back. We'll tackle the biggest NFL questions next in the huddle. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing yet another crash on our roads this morning, especially if you're heading outside of the city. The right shoulder is currently blocked on 315. It's that northbound direction at Goodale Street, so keep that in mind. We're also seeing some major slowdowns as more people just head out the door. Mixing in with these rainy conditions, just take it nice and slow. 71, that northbound direction at Frank Road. Got a lot of brake lights out there. Again, a lot more people heading downtown this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey friends, Beamer here, and today marks exactly 1 year since my very first weigh-in with Awaken 180. And yeah, I started a weight loss program in December. Most people wait. I figured, why not put it to the test? If I can do this through the holidays, then there's no party, no trip, no tailgate that's ever going to throw me off again. And you know what? I wasn't wrong. Week 1, I dropped 12 pounds. By New Year's, I was already down 30, on my way to dropping over 80 pounds. And 15 of it actually came in free maintenance. Awaken 180 changed my mindset, changed my outlook, and it has changed my life. It wasn't about waiting for the perfect time. It was about starting with a program that won't let you fail. Consultations are still available here in December. Get yours on the calendar today. Do what we all did and choose the solution for weight loss. Awaken 180 Weight Loss. You can give them a call at 844-346-1800. Again, that's 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com. Again, awaken180weightloss.com.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit ahomefortheholidayscolumbus.org to buy your tickets. That's ahomefortheholidayscolumbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Swing by Germain Toyota and ask for Marcello and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit them at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Every day, it's there. Matter of fact, it's the most predictable thing in your life, unfortunately. I'm talking about that chronic pain in your knees, hip, back, or shoulders. But tomorrow, you could wake up without it. That's because at QC Kinetics, there's a breakthrough treatment that is giving patients relief, in some cases, within a day. It's called stem wave therapy. Physicians in Europe were using this device 20 years ago. Finally, it's here in the U.S., and there's a huge demand for the treatments because patients are getting relief from acute pain and spreading the word. Here's the most interesting detail. This device is both diagnostic and therapeutic, helping Dr. Tessner and the medical team at QC Kinetics find the problem and trigger your body's natural healing response. StemWave uses the same technology as lipotripsy. Sound waves that penetrate, spark blood flow. That's exactly what you need to promote healing and relief. Wondering if this is a good solution for your pain? QC Kinetics is making it easy. Your first StemWave treatment is only $49. So call and ask about the $49 stem wave treatments right here in Columbus. 380-208-4544.
Ring in 2026 in a big way at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Don't miss our $65,000 New Year, New Wheels giveaway. You could drive off in a 2026 Chevy Traverse or take home $35,000 cash. Earn entries playing your favorite slot and table games all month long. The fun doesn't stop there. Catch live entertainment, hit the dance floor, indulge in fine dining, and count down to a balloon drop at midnight. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Things are going to be busy between now and the end of the year. You got holiday gatherings, school functions for the kids, families are getting together. I know. Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and the last thing you want to worry about this holiday season is whether your roof is going to make it through another Ohio winter. One call to Victor's Home Solutions, my guys, to schedule that free 21-point roof inspection will put your mind at ease, and you want to have a peaceful mind. A highly trained roof inspector will carefully examine every inch of that roof, checking the 21 most common areas of roofing failure. Then they go over their results with you and discuss your options going forward. Most of the time, problems can be fixed with a minor repair, but if it's time for a new roof, Victor's offers money-saving discounts and financing terms to make paying easy. And don't forget, they're so confident in their skilled installers, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. So call or go online and schedule the free 21-point roof inspection today. 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
Skyline's Mac and Cheese 3-Way is back. This time with white cheddar cheese and creamy cavatappi pasta. Try a Mac and Cheese 3-Way with Skyline's original chili or their new chicken chili at participating Skyline locations for a limited time.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team hosted the Fighting Illini last night. Bruce Thornton had 34 points, but it wasn't enough as the Buckeyes fell to Illinois 88-80. The Columbus Blue Jackets were also in action. They were on the road in Carolina. The Jackets went up 1-0 on a Dmitry Voronkov goal in the first period, but the Hurricanes would go on to score 4 unanswered goals, including 3 in the third period. The CBJ would go on to lose 4-1. And finally, some news in the NFL. 44-year-old Philip Rivers will officially come out of retirement to help the Indianapolis Colts with their quarterback situation. No word yet on what Rivers' role will be for their game this week in Seattle. This update was sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy's office at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. That's 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or online at sleepbettercolumbus.com.
Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Hey, we've been talking about it. Guys, you don't want to procrastinate on the stuff that is keeping you back, holding you back. Maybe you have felt like you have no energy. That is in part, could be, I'm no doctor, but it could be because you have low testosterone. Good way to find out is to go talk to a medical professional about it, not just going online and doing your own research, not just going online and ordering from a website where you never really even get to meet the physician. You don't understand what's going on fully. They just send you something and you hope it works. That's why you need to get the personalized touch from Columbus Men's Clinic, because you can go in and meet with their medical professional. They will talk to you about what's going on, fully understand your situation, and then walk you through their treatment process. It's not just one size fits all. It's based on what you need, whether that's low testosterone, get that treatment done, whether that's erectile dysfunction, they can help with that too. But there are multiple treatments available to you, and it's not just one thing they give to everybody. They will talk to you, they will get the blood work done, and they will find out what the best solution is for you and your budget. That's why I trust Columbus Men's Clinic. That's why I think you should too. You can go right now and book under 30 seconds your appointment at columbusmensclinic.com. It's all it takes, 30 seconds, columbusmensclinic.com. Or you can call them as well, 614-300-7400. Again, number for the Columbus Men's Clinic, 614-300-7400. Or book online, columbusmensclinic.com.
You know, next time I see Common Man, I think I'm going to punch him in the gut.
On sight, he says.
What? Why?
So Common Man, I seen him on Monday when I was doing the thing with Adam King, and he gave me this peppermint chocolate.
Yeah.
And he was like, Tyvis, eat this. And I was
it's like a Ghirardelli? Is that what it is?
Whatever. I don't. Yeah.
Like a square?
Yeah, the square thing.
He every Christmas, him and Timmy, they always have those around the office. They're great. Yeah.
So he says, Tyvis, eat this. You're going to love it. And I looked at it and I said, it's peppermint. He said, well, do you not like peppermints? I said, no, I love peppermints. He said, if you like peppermints, you're going to love this. So I start asking everybody else around. I asked Ted.
Panama Ted, my guy.
I said, did you think this was good? He said, yeah, it's good. He said, I haven't had it, but it's.
That's a classic Ted response. I miss Ted.
So we go back and forth for a little bit, and he says, Tyvis, if you don't like that, you can punch me in the gut. I immediately opened it right then and there. Like that's all. Yeah, you should have led with that. So I ate it.
And
I realized that it tastes like Thin Mint,
which is now. This is a weird thing about you. Apparently you like peppermint.
I like peppermint,
but you don't like chocolate and
like
mint
together.
combined.
Correct.
Which is Ghirardelli is a chocolate company.
Correct.
With mint in it. So I would have presumed you wouldn't like this, knowing that you don't like chocolate and mint, which, again, is weird that you don't like that combo, but some people don't.
Well, see, it's funny you say that because I was just talking to Baker. The same thing. He wants me to eat his mint chocolate chip protein bar.
Oh, those Built Bars?
Yeah,
is that what he had?
whatever it is.
They're good.
And I don't like it. But it's the same way I feel about donuts and bacon.
No, that's
I
wrong.
love them separately, but together it is terrible.
So do you also hate the Girl Scouts?
The Thin Mint?
Yeah.
The cookies?
Yeah.
Yes. That's the worst box.
Oh, man. Okay.
You either get the red box or the purple box. That's it.
Samoas or tagalongs.
That's it.
Bad that I know all that. But
that is sad that
I know that from this
but everybody know about it. If I just said the color of the box, everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's right. So you now have to punch Mike because you didn't like the chocolate and peppermint.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, should it be a jab or should I like Mike Tyson try to fold him?
It's up to you. I mean, that's
he got to stand. He got to stand there and just take it.
No, you should just sneak him.
He would do that to me all the time on the air. He's like, if you don't like this, I will cut off my own genitals. And I'm like, why do you want to do that? I don't need you to do that. Please, for the love of God, I don't want to be here when that happens.
The biggest questions in the NFL are answered right here. Welcome to the Huddle.
All right, Dylan, Huddle question number 1.
What do you expect from Phillip Rivers if he starts this Sunday or any point this season for the Colts?
Somebody that needs more time to get chemistry with players. I think he would know where to go with the football. I just don't know if I don't know if he will be on the same page with the receiver. That takes time. There's not very seldom when you go in there and just get it done. It's only been one quarterback that I've seen walk in with a day of practice or no practice and look good or look decent in that performance. Baker Mayfield, when he went to the Rams in the Thursday night game, he ended up, I think they won the game, but that was the best I've ever seen, and he was just okay, but they won the game.
I'm going to quote, your question was, what do I expect for Phil Rivers? I'm going to quote Clubber Lang and say pain, because I think he's going to get hit early and often. I think it's going to suck for him, but hey, man, if he could stay upright, sure, he could give him a chance. That offense has a lot of weapons on it, but I think he's 44 years old. He hasn't played in the NFL for 5 years. If he gets hit a couple times, that's going to be a lot for him to come back from. Let's go huddle question number 2.
Well, since Tyvis brought him up, do you think Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers will hold on to the NFC South? They had a chance to go up a game on the Carolina Panthers, but lost to the Saints, who stink, and now they're tied with the Panthers for first place in the South.
Let me look at the schedule.
And they need to play each other twice still.
Got to look at the schedule. Have to do it. I will tell you that I think the Bucs, it's an injury problem for them. For me, as much as I know how much you hate Baker Mayfield.
They have Mike Evans back for that Saints game?
No, the Bucs will win that division.
I still feel like the Buccaneers will get it together in time. I feel like the Panthers are playing well right now, but they will fall apart down the stretch. So
they got to play the Panthers twice, and the Panthers got to play the Seahawks, to where the Buccaneers, obviously, they play the Panthers twice, but they play the Dolphins and Falcons.
Oh, hey, those seem winnable. If they're not, you know what, Dylan? If they don't win, you have every right to crap on them for that.
I have heard nothing but crickets from the Baker Bros recently. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they went.
Are you actively tweeting about?
They used to be in the chat. They used to tweet at me.
Did you ever see the news anchor with where they at, though?
Yes.
That's the one you need for those people. Looking for the Baker Bros. Where they at, though? Yeah, exactly. Huddle question number 3.
Who is winning the AFC North?
I don't want to believe that Pittsburgh is going to win it.
But they just played the Ravens. They won the game.
Yeah, they did. But they also play the Lions. They play those frisky Browns.
Yeah. Well, you know what? With Shador, maybe. Who knows? That would be. I
think, you know what? Now that I'm looking at the schedule, they probably will win it, because the Ravens play the Patriots, the Packers.
No, it's not easy for the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens. The Steelers probably will win it.
I'd go with the Steelers too. As much as that pains me to say.
And then they're going to fire Mike Tomlin after the season.
Well,
makes no sense.
They said he's coming back next year, but he's not getting. They got to make a decision about
March 1st.
Is whether to decide if they'll extend him or not.
Correct.
If they don't, then he'll just be on the last year of his contract. We'll see. Give me one more question here, Dylan.
All right, I know it's not either of those two teams. Who do you trust the most in the AFC?
God.
Trust?
That's tough.
None of them.
Because who are the division leaders now? Pittsburgh, Denver, New England, and who am I forgetting? Jacksonville, yes.
Good God. Yeah, I mean, it's weird to say that
Who do I trust?
What's weird? Okay.
Someone's got to win the AFC. They got to have a Super Bowl.
This is being definitely prisoner of the moment, because they haven't looked like it most of this year.
The Texans.
The Bills. I'm going to say I trust the Bills more than we'll find out this weekend, right? They play the Patriots, but I feel like the Bills have still got, of all those teams you mentioned, they're the ones who've been there the most at an elite level. And I feel like if Josh Allen is rolling, they can beat anybody.
I'm going to stop doubting them. Give me the Patriots. Go Bucks.
That's this weekend.
Go Bucks.
You think it's hey, got a Buckeye
Coach Vrabes.
Buckeye coaching him up out there.
Go
That's
Bucks.
right. Got a Buckeye running the ball for him out there. Yeah, that's fine with me. But I feel like the Bills are going to get him this weekend. They're going to restore some order there. I hate to say it, because I kind of like the Patriots story, but I think the Bills get it done this weekend. I think they avenged the loss.
You said it very easily. I don't think there was any hate about that. You just, the Bills
you're probably right.
Davion Henderson.
He's doing great things out there. Does it make any sense for Ryan Day to let Brian Hartline call the plays as they move forward? We'll discuss it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Well, the roads are getting really messy out there, especially over on the west side. The 2 left lanes are currently blocked on I-70 eastbound, just passing Hilliard-Rome Road and getting closer to that 70 and 270 intersection. Lots and lots of brake lights out there. We also have a crash low closer to downtown. Really, as you're heading outside of the city, the right shoulder is currently blocked on State Route 315. It's that northbound direction at Goodell Street because of another incident out there. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
We've all been there before. Gift freeze! That terrible feeling when you just don't know what to get someone. But at Bob's Discount Furniture, you can score great gifts for everyone on your list. Give the gift of happy hosting with a stylish kitchen island. Gift big with a gliding recliner for the afternoon snoozers. I've even got stuff for the kiddos, like my super comfy sploosh chairs. Holiday the Bob's way for haggle and hassle-free gifting. Oh, my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Bob Dylan, The Rough and Rowdy Ways Tour. April 9th, Palace Theater. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at bobdylan.com. Bob Dylan, live on stage. Show will start promptly at 8 p.m.
Savings are so good. Right now, get low lease payments on every model, like a new 2026 Elantra SE for just $119 a month for 24 months. Plus, get owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Go now. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 12 miles per year, ends 1/2/26.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Columbus Men's Clinic.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out? Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Columbus Men's Clinic and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad. Today! Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 614-300-7400 or book now in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, for every man in every season of life.
Picture it, your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save big on Kroger brand Hickory smoked spiral bone-in ham. Just 89 cents a pound with your card and additional $25 purchase. Limit 2. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. Common Man and Timmy.
And taste this coffee. They don't make it like they used to. What happened to Waddell days?
What happened to Waddell days?
Common Man and Timmy Afternoons on the Fan is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're tracking rainy and windy conditions here for today as winds gust up to 40 miles per hour. That's going to usher in some colder temperatures later on this afternoon. Eventually looking at some rain and snow showers through this evening into the early part of tonight. And temperatures dropping down to the 30s here by tomorrow with a few more flurries. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
Your balls!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
We got Matthew Olivier coming up in just about 15 minutes or so. We will talk to Jack is Forward. He is going to be talking to some high school athletes about how to play hockey, which I think is a really great way to give back. And I also want to see him teach the high school players how to fight. I know you can't fight in high school hockey, but I think that would be great.
Put them up against the glass.
Sure. Why not? Also, if the glass in your house, in your windows, maybe you have felt the glass is fine, but the seal around those windows is letting that cold air in. You've noticed it the last few weeks. It's gotten much, much colder, and it's not going to get any better. You need to get that fixed. And maybe you said, yeah, I know, I want to replace our windows, but financially, we've been looking at it. We're waiting for the right time to jump in because we want to get a good deal. Friend, do I have some news for you? Window Nation, their end-of-year sale, it's happening now. 50% off all window styles, not 15%. There was some confusion about that. 50, half off, 50%. That's what I'm talking about. All window styles, 50%. Plus, you could get 0% interest financing for 5 years. So 50% off and then 0% financing on that for 5 years. That's all through Window Nation. They have some of the best windows you're going to find on the market. They get a 50-point inspection at the factory before it ever leaves their doors. They check it multiple times to make sure it's right for you. Their installers have an average of over 15 years of experience installing these windows, and they'll get the job done in a day. That's Window Nation. You can find out more right now by scheduling your fast free estimate at windownation.com. And of course, when you go there, you can see all the different styles of windows they have. And no, you're getting 50% off those prices at windownation.com. 50% off sale this month only. Windownation.com and 0% interest for 5 years. Windownation.com.
We're living in the time of mock draft season.
We're already there? We're still, I know that
Phil Yates dropped his mock draft this morning.
Okay.
And for you Cleveland Browns fans, he's got a thing that every Browns fan has been screaming for.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the Browns taking Carnell Tate at number 4 and then taking the Kalen Proctor from Alabama, the tackle.
Yeah, right.
At 27.
I could go with all of that. I think
Arvell Reese 3 to the Titans. Where is Caleb? Caleb Downs 9 to the Rams.
We don't have to have this. We have all offseason to have this debate. Who do you think's the better pro player between the two of them? Who has the longer career?
Between who?
Between
Sonny Styles 15 to the Dallas Cowboys.
Between Arvell Reese and
Caleb
and Caleb Downs.
Who has the longer career?
Who has the longer and barring injury? I'm just saying which of them do you think is more built for the pro game? Put you on the spot. Look at that.
This is great.
We got him to go completely silent. That's beautiful. That's fine.
I would say Caleb.
See, that's where I would think too. As much as I think Arvell Reese is great, I just think a guy like that you could see playing for 12 years and being kind of running your defense, all that stuff. It's tough though, right?
Does the Titans run a 3-4? I hope they do.
I don't remember off the top.
See, that's the thing. With Caleb Downs, I feel like he's the safer pick for this question because people that doubt Arvell Reese want to say he's a tweener or whatever. I'm not saying that.
No, I
tell you what, though, you put him next to Jeffrey Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice pass rush right there. That's a nice pass rush.
Well, here's the point. The reason I bring that up is because at the start of the year, if I asked that question, there would be no question.
Oh, no, it would be Caleb Downs.
Right. So that just tells you how good Arvell Reese has been this year. And obviously, they had him spying Fernando Mendoza that whole game. That's mostly what they had him doing. But he's phenomenal.
4 Buckeyes. I wanted to see if whatchamacallit made it. Caden McDonald, if he could make it
in the first round.
So far, he's not mocked in this one.
All right, that's fine. We'll find out. We'll see where he is. There's good news. There's going to be 27 more of these before we even get to February. So don't worry. Plenty more mock drafts to come. This is a little audio from Ryan Day. This is from right after the game.
talking about Brian Hartline and what it's been like for Brian Hartline trying to do this while he's getting ready to coach at South Florida, but also trying to help coordinate this offense.
I'm not going to get into too many details on it all. I think Brian is doing everything he possibly can to finish his time here the right way, and I appreciate that. And so we're all involved with it, and we're all doing everything we can to make sure that we put the guys in the right situation to be successful. We got a bunch of guys in that room, and we'll make sure as we head into the next few weeks that we're on point and we're doing our part.
I mean, that sounds like a guy who clearly doesn't want this situation to be happening, but also understands that Brian Hartline's doing the best he can. My question I posed to you earlier in the day is, do we think maybe there would be a scenario? Would it be better for Ryan Day to come in to Brian Hartline's office and say, hey, I appreciate what you're doing. I know you want to finish strong here. I know you played for this university. However, it's easier for me and better for me and the team if we just said, go on to South Florida, no hard feelings. This guy, Chip Kelly, you may be familiar with, is right here. He'll pop in, and we're just going to take what we've built, and we're going to have Chip kind of the next few weeks reinstall what he likes to do. We're going to go that. Is that something that's even possible at this stage because you only have a few weeks to get ready for this?
It's not just like the play calling thing. Like that to me is irrelevant. Like I don't think that factors into the fact. It's the fact that you're taking the wide receiver coach, what is the strength of was been one of the strength of your programs, out of the room and not replacing him with anybody. That's the problem to me.
That's fair.
As far as you can bring Chip in now and then handle play call. Like, that's nothing.
So you think
Ryan Day can call the plays. Like, it's his plays anyway.
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. So you're thinking that it would be less of a disruption. Like, if Brian Hartline was just an offensive coordinator and they had a wide receivers coach who'd been here for the last, couple years.
Yeah.
It'd be less of a distraction to remove the offensive coordinator and put in someone else who's familiar with it, Chip Kelly, as opposed to
for the simple fact
you're
that
taking their wide receiver coach away.
For the simple fact that the true play caller and the true genius behind the play book is Ryan Day.
Yes, right.
That's fine. But the fact that you're going to take him out of that wide receiver, that's why to me it's really not that big of a distraction, because if Ryan Day is like, you know what, you leaving, I'm going to just take the play calling back for the CFP, you just worry about the wide receivers. That means it's not that big of a distraction, because it's like all I'm doing is worried about getting my guys ready. So if that's what's going to happen in this scenario, that's why I think it's fine that he's sticking around, because it's like, well, Ryan Day just gonna be like, give me the plays. You get the wide receiver.
Ryan Day's like, don't worry, I can put Bennett Christian in on a fourth down that's critical. I can do that too. Don't worry, I got this. Brian.
Well, according to Dave, he was calling them anyway.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it depends on. Yeah.
And if you watch him, okay, Dave Biddle, that sheet is in his hand.
Dave Biddle had that report that said that
in his hand.
He said Ryan Day's been off and on calling the plays, and he's not the only one that we've heard that from. Like, that is a thing that's kind of been floating around the program, is that, yeah, it doesn't really necessarily matter. Brian Hartline said that to us in the preseason, that, regardless of who's calling plays, it's Ryan Day's plays, it's Ryan Day's offense. But I find that fascinating that you think it would be less disruptive about the offensive coordinator changing. It's the wide receiver coach component that you would be more worried about as a former player.
Because if it's like, okay, in Oregon, they lost their offense coordinator. What's his name? Will Stein or something like that?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
He's got money and he can win it.
Okay, so it's Will's.
Will Stein's money. Great
it's
show.
in Will's playbook. So, okay, is Dan Lanning a play caller? No, I don't think he is.
I think so. He's
the
a defensive guy, right?
The OC leaving there, that's a big deal because it's his stuff.
Yes, sure.
In this situation, it's Ryan Day's stuff anyway.
I'm just trying to weigh, would it be better to have the half in, half out thing that Hartline, and this is no shade towards Brian Hartline. Like, he's doing what I would expect. He wants to finish the job he's been given, but also he wants to get ready for the next job, and I can't blame him for either. However, I just don't know which one's a bigger distraction. That, or just completely removing him and saying, let's rip the Band-Aid off, and we have a few weeks for that to be figured out.
Are you willing to risk that, seeing how your players get ready without him in the middle of a title run?
I don't know, man. I'm willing to risk it because I feel like if he can be fully focused, and look, the schedule for him is this week early, right after, was that Sunday he was in Tampa?
Yeah,
right?
next day he was on the PJ on the way to Tampa.
Yeah, and then he was there I'm sure he's there a couple days doing that stuff. And then when it gets time to get down to business, he'll be back at Ohio State, locked in for the next couple weeks, I'm quite sure, to kind of get this rolling to get back where they need to for game preparation. All that stuff will probably be fairly normal. Last week may have been the worst week of all of it, to be fair to what you're saying. Last week was, you had the signing day mess that was all right there. You have Brian Hartline interviewing and taking a job and all that comes with that, and you're game planning for one of the toughest teams you will face all season long, and they lost by 3 points. So to your point, Tyvis, if they can minimize the distractions beyond this week, right, then maybe the continuity is the better thing to keep. I was genuinely curious on whether or not it's better just rip that Band-Aid off now or to wait a few more weeks and then, get through this the best you can with a half-in, half-out offensive coordinator. But I hope it works, man, because something's got to improve from what it was against Indiana. Would we not agree on that?
That's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, the offense just has to be better than what we saw. So, I don't know. Our guy Jake Butt was on yesterday, and he made that exact same point, that, it's a big deal for someone to be half in on one and half on the other.
I agree with him. I feel like right now in South Florida, this is your last chance to get another ring. You know what I'm saying? I think if you win a championship and you go into South Florida, that's a recruiting pitch. It's like, we can, listen, I'm fresh off of that. I was or was not the play caller. The play caller with quotation marks. So that means, come on now. I done coached up a national championship. I done called plays for the national championship team. Come on down here to South Florida. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice win. That's a nice recruiting pitch.
It is. I would assume he would like to have all of that. And that's and probably like Tom Herman did. As soon as the game's over, it's a South Florida hat on.
No,
it's written pictures. If they win the championship, he's going to immediately have, with the confetti and the trophy, he'll have his South Florida stuff.
The last thing I said to Tom Herman, I talked to Tom Herman. We went to the White House.
Yeah,
we did that event, and as soon as we was done, he said, "All right, boys, I'm headed to Houston." Threw up the UH, put the red hat on.
Oh, that's what
and
that
was
is.
out of there.
I didn't know what that sign was. Sure.
The UH.
I see.
Go Cougs is what he said.
Perfect. All right, Matthew Olivier. We'll get to talk to him in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still noticing some major delays after a crash as you're heading towards the metro this morning. The right shoulder currently blocked on 71. It's that southbound direction just passing 161. We also have some delays going on over by Westerville. The left shoulder blocked on 270, that westbound direction, as you're passing State Route 3 because of a crash out there. And lastly, for folks in Gahanna, listen up. The right lane currently blocked on 270 south beyond Easton Way because of another incident out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you had done it sooner. All the guys I know go to Synergenics and Low T Center for TRT. The test is free, not hundreds of dollars. The testosterone is pure, not compounded. Guys feel full of energy, not like they're still waiting for it to kick in. Get in now for your free TRT test. No appointment necessary before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com.
Things are going to be busy between now and the end of the year. You got holiday gatherings, school functions for the kids, families are getting together. I know. Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and the last thing you want to worry about this holiday season is whether your roof is going to make it through another Ohio winter. One call to Victor's Home Solutions, my guys, to schedule that free 21-point roof inspection will put your mind at ease, and you want to have a peaceful mind. A highly trained roof inspector will carefully examine every inch of that roof, checking the 21 most common areas of roofing failure. Then they go over their results with you and discuss your options going forward. Most of the time, problems can be fixed with a minor repair, but if it's time for a new roof, Victor's offers money-saving discounts and financing terms to make paying easy. And don't forget, they're so confident in their skilled installers, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. So call or go online and schedule the free 21-point roof inspection today. 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut, minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Now joining us on the Brian Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline, Jacket Swinger Matthew Olivier, here now and this morning. Thank you, Matthew, for taking the time. We appreciate it. How are you doing this morning?
Thank you, guys. I'm doing well.
I was reading your bio, and I see that you moved around a lot as a kid, because I saw here that you were born in Biloxi, Mississippi, but then you went to kindergarten in Germany. So I was a little unfamiliar with
correct.
You moved around quite a bit as a kid. Were your parents on the lam? What exactly was going on there?
My dad was a hockey player as well. Never made the NHL, but was able to make a living playing the game he loved, and that brought us to Germany for 2 years. So that was right around the time I was starting school. I remember, it being great. I was just a happy kid. I didn't really know what was going on. I was just, with my family. So now looking back, I realize how cool of an experience it was. But very fortunate to have lived that.
Matthew, we was looking at the game, obviously, when they played the Hurricanes, and from being a player, what went wrong in your standpoint? Obviously, they were tied going into that third period, and then things kind of fell apart at the end. What do you see out of it?
No, I thought our group played well. It's a hard ring to go into and steal points from. They've been really good in their home rink for many years now. I thought our group did well. Obviously, they got one in the second, and it just felt like we just couldn't really find a way to get back in the game. But it wasn't for a lack of effort or not playing a good game. I thought our group battled, and obviously watching from the sidelines, it's not my place to criticize. I thought the guys battled hard.
Yeah, is that tough for you as a player when you're sitting there on the sidelines feeling like maybe you see some things you'd want to correct, or if you were sitting there on the bench, you might say something, but obviously, like you said, you're not there. You're not in those moments. What's that like as you're trying to get back from the injury?
Yeah, it's definitely hard, obviously, but at the same time, I always say it's easy to be, an armchair GM or, a living room coach where you see things on TV and they seem like they're easy and easy to figure out for the players, but when you play the game, it's a different thing out there. It's faster, and it's not as easy to get through those things. So no, like I said, I thought overall, our guys battled hard, and we just didn't get the result.
Matthew, when I watch you, obviously, I don't think I've ever seen you lose a fight. Has there been somebody that you wanted to go at and they just refused to fight you?
Refused to fight me? Yeah, that's happened multiple times.
What do you say to that? How do you, you don't want to go and they say no, and you'll just keep pestering them about it? Because I would.
No, well, the way I approach it is obviously, people might not like to hear this, but intimidation and fear is still a big factor in the game of hockey. And so if I'm challenging guys to go and they don't want any part of it, then that kind of means that I won the fight without actually fighting, right? So now he knows that I'm willing to throw down whenever, and I'm still going to come after him, and he didn't want to oblige. So, whatever the situation was, that's kind of on him for not standing up for himself. So for me, it just makes my job easier where I can still, be physical and make the game hard on him. And he knows that he said no, and I have that edge mentally. So it's kind of the way I approach it now. And, there's always ways to make them do it, have an impact on the game. But, I'd say no is more often an answer than yes nowadays.
Matthew Olivier joining us on the Brian Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jackets in action tomorrow against Ottawa. I'm going to ask you an admittedly stupid question. It's based on the hockey show Shoresy, which is, I'm sure you're familiar with. There's a guy on that. He's the main character. He chirps a lot. And that is because I've watched that show. Now my Instagram algorithm is full of hockey chirps. I'm just curious, in the NHL, obviously you're one of the more physical players in the league. You're one of the guys who probably has to be tasked to shutting up some of those guys who like to chirp. Are there guys in the league who maybe are famous for doing that, they see you coming and they go, never mind? Or do you still have to kind of stick your nose in there because there are some guys that just won't shut up? Do you have to take care of that?
A little bit of both. I'd say that, whenever you have a presence on your team, some guys tend to be quieter or less brave, but that's not limited to me. There's other guys that have that kind of presence. But yeah, sometimes, and I like to chirp as well. I think most guys do. Some guys it's more lighthearted. Other guys, they go right to the point. They try to really make a dent in your confidence or in your whatever. But overall, I think, yeah, whenever you can back up the talk, that's when you're, like I said, that fear and that intimidation factor really comes into play and really puts a little bit of doubt in your opposition's mind.
Obviously, we know that you're, fighting through the injury here. A lot of Jackets fans want to see you back on the ice. Anything you can say about how the progress is going and how you're feeling?
Yeah, it's going well. The one thing I will say is it's one of those injuries where, I feel good day to day, but I really have to be smart about the timeline. And trust me, I'm all for playing through some stuff, playing hurt. That's just part of the game. I've done it before, but this is one where if you do that, then you can make things really worse, and it's about being smart this time around. So it's going to take a little bit of time, and I don't want to be impatient. It's hard, but I gotta follow the timeline and make sure that when I do come back, I'm the player that I can be, and I play the way that I play. And so it's just going to take a little bit more time.
Tomorrow, the Blue Jackets are hosting a high school hockey night when y'all take on Ottawa, and you are speaking to some high schoolers. What goes into that event, and what can the people expect to see?
There's nothing crazy. It's, whenever people ask some advice or just, some inspiration or whatever, there's nothing crazy about it. I always say, know yourself as a person, know yourself as a player, know your strengths, and, build your game around those. That's how I made my career happen. And that's why I tell these kids is really just have a good analysis of yourself, really have a good idea of what makes you successful in what you do, and try to build around that and make sure that the 2-3 things that really distinguishes you from the others, that you do to your best ability, and obviously try to be the best at it, and that's what will help you go further in life. So something like that, something around those lines, where just try to help these kids out with some advice that they can apply to hockey, but also to life.
Now, your offensive game is obviously still a focal point of what you do. We've talked a lot about the physicality, so I don't mean to just focus on that aspect of your game, because you are a great player in all those facets. But if one of these high schoolers pulls you aside and says, hey, I'm not allowed to fight yet, but do you have any advice? Can you give them any advice for that? I know they're not really allowed to do that, but would you give them some pointers on how to be a little more physical?
Yeah, that one's a little more complicated because I always tell people there's two reactions when you're in a fight. There's people that they get hit and they shut down. They go kind of into flight mode, and then there's people that get hit and get mad. And that's something that you have or you don't, right? And the only way to figure that out is to actually do it. So, I always tell people, learn to defend yourself. I took boxing as a kid and still do to this day. Could be anything else, really, any type of self-defense. But, yeah, that's something that you either have or you don't, and you'll figure that out as you go. But obviously, for reasons that are pretty obvious, I can't really tell people to do it or things how to do it. It's just, I don't want to put anyone in harm's way. It's not an easy thing to do. So
I totally get that. It is a tough spot to be in for sure. And hey, look, we hope you get back on the ice as soon as possible. I know you're taking the timeline. You got to do what you got to do, but we're looking forward to seeing you back out there sooner than later. All right. Thanks for the time this morning.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
There you go. Matthew Olivier on the Brian Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Yeah, Tyvis, there you go. Maybe we get a little sparring session with you and him. He used to box.
You know what? I got a punching bag in my basement now, so I can see if my moves work.
Tyvis, as your friend,
what?
I would advise you not to do what I just said. I was just merely joking. I would not.
It's a friendly spar. We'll put the headgear on and all that.
I know you. There's no after a couple until you get hit in the mouth, and then all of a sudden it's going to be Tyvis, the former football player, comes out, and then it becomes a problem.
I'll let you know that there's a reason that there's not a lot of African Americans playing hockey.
What is the reason?
If we could skate, we would enjoy it because they let them fight.
I was going to say, fighting is impressive. Fighting on skates? That's something
that is something able to do. That's a skill.
I'm telling you, we take over the sport.
Tyvis, there you go. There's your new initiative. Get it started. Get some skates on some kids. Let's go. All right. We'll hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Wednesday morning. Well, if you are coming into downtown from the west side, be mindful we are still monitoring a big crash 70 eastbound just passing Hilliard Rome Road. And right before that 270 and 70 intersection after a big crash out there, 2 left lanes currently blocked. Looking at some really slow drive times. As for that detour, taking 40 would be your best bet, that eastbound direction, again, heading towards the city to kind of avoid all that. We also have a crash happening just as you're heading outside of the city, really taking 315 in that northbound direction at Goodell Street. The right shoulder still blocked as of right now. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Men, it's the holidays, a time of love and joy. But if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, the season can be tough on you. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you and your partner are experiencing struggles because of ED, change it up this year. Give the best gift you can give to the one you love by treating your ED and restoring your relationship. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED, and as a Promedic restorative health practice, we've literally seen countless thousands of relationships renewed across the nation. Plus, with treatments having success rates well over 90%, coupled with many treatment options, we can likely find the right one for you. You may even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us and give your partner the best gift you can give this season. A renewed, restored relationship. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
'Tis the season for making memories. Give the gift of more time together at Dick's House of Sport and join us for family fun events all season long. Plus, climb a rock wall, test the multi-sport cage, and perfect your swing in a golf simulator. And shop the widest selection of the hottest brands like Nike, FP Movement, Adidas, Carhartt, UGG, and Stanley. Unforgettable moments start here at Dick's House of Sport. Visit dicks.com/House of Sport to see what's happening this season.
Say goodbye to car care headaches with Carvenience from Hinderer Motor Company. This is Justin Hinderer. For only $49, we'll pick up your vehicle, leave you with a rental, and return it fully serviced and spotless. No more juggling your schedule or wasting hours at the shop. Carvenience lets you focus on what matters while we take care of all the rest, making life easier. Schedule your service today at HindererMotorCompany.com.
Millions of fans agree this Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
This holiday season, Germain Toyota of Columbus is unwrapping incredible savings on the toughest trucks around. Right now, drive home a 2025 or 2026 Toyota Tundra with an unbeatable 0% financing for up to 72 months. That's right, power, performance, and 0%. And there's more holiday cheer. Every Tundra is sold at MSRP with 20% due at signing. No gimmicks, no surprises, just real value on one of America's favorite full-size trucks. So upgrade to a brand new Toyota Tundra. Holiday savings at Germain Toyota of Columbus on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Do you hate holiday pictures because of your teeth?
What if a brand new smile was possible?
No matter what the current state of your mouth.
Welcome to Runyon Dental Group, home of the Implant and Smile Center,
where gorgeous, healthy smiles become a reality.
At Runyon, we've built a team of some of the most highly trained arch and implant doctors in the entire nation. This isn't an ordinary dental practice.
We believe that everyone can have a great smile,
including you, especially you. Your new smile is waiting at Runyon Dental Group.
It's Thursday Night Football on the Fan 2. Catch the Falcons and Bucks live from Tampa. Fan coverage starts Thursday night at 8 on 1460 AM and the Fans HD2.
Sponsored by Roosters, a fun casual joint.
Your radio home of the NFL, The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Airflow Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And cracking. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Lively show today. If you missed any of it, you can find it wherever you get your podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis. It's right there for you. Just any podcast app. Just like it, search it, add it up, follow it, maybe even give it a review. But you can do that all, and you'll get our show every day, free to your device. No problems, no problems. Just go there right now. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Search up T-Bone and Tyvis on your favorite podcast app. That's where I'm headed. Tyvis, I think I had a stroke in the middle of that. So let's switch gears and talk to Bo Bishop. Hello, Bo. How are you, buddy?
Be careful out there, buddy.
I don't know what happened there, but I lost my way halfway through. So speaking of guy, I don't want to say he's lost his way, but there are some reports out there that Kevin Stefanski is growing frustrated because he's not fully in control of things in what he's doing. Where would you gauge that about his, like, is he being just forced to do whatever he doesn't want to do? He has no say in anything. Is he in full control? Is the answer somewhere probably in the middle?
Yeah, it's like most things. It's nuance, right? We don't like shades of gray. We want blacks and whites, and that's the way that we want to do it. But shades of gray is where this really relies, I think. And look, you're looking at him, Andrew, and Paul DePodesta were all kind of on equal footing. And now him and Andrew are on equal footing, and who knows? Obviously, it's been a disappointing last couple of years for the franchise, and our change is going to be made. Who knows? I do think the play of Shedeur Sanders the last couple of weeks has been fun, and what's really been cool about him is it seems like every week he gets better. And I think a lot of credit goes to, for example, Kevin for that, and for Shedeur. They're meeting off hours on their own, before practice, after practice. That's been happening all season long, and now they've put him in a position to succeed, and he's taken full advantage of it. And I do think it's fair. Like, if Dylan Gabriel doesn't get hurt, how long does this take? I think it's a fair question for Kevin. But whatever the circumstances were, they happened. And he's playing well right now and had a really good game on Sunday in a loss. And we'll see what happens now as the competition gets a little bit stiffer.
Bo, it's mock draft season, and Phil Gates has put his mock out, and it has the Browns taking Carnell Tate with the 4th pick. Would you be a fan of that, or you think they still need to gauge the quarterback market?
I'm not sold on Mendoza yet. I think he's as an NFL quarterback, like he's probably the one that's going to go the highest. I'd need to see a little bit more. He made some really clutch throws, obviously, and was tough as nails against the Buckeyes on Saturday. But I think, and I said this all last offseason in the lead up to the draft, Tyvis, you know this, we talked about it a lot. Weapons, weapons, weapons. Yeah, that's the league.
Me, you, and Nathan was all on the same boat on that one.
Dad. Come on, buddy. Weapons, weapons, weapons. And they went defense. And look, it's a really good draft. They had a really good draft. But you're seeing it now that just on the perimeter, there is nothing that's that scary. I do think Fannin is a star, and especially in the pass game is someone they're going to take great advantage of. But they just don't have the weapons on the outside. So I would love Carnell Tate. I saw one with like Carnell Tate, Caden Proctor. To me, weapon, offensive line with every pick. That's what you need to do.
I mean, I'm hopeful that will happen. Do you feel like there will be, let me put it this way. I can't see how they go into this offseason with everything the same in Berea from a front office standpoint. Either that be coach, front office. I can't see how it's not some level of change. Are you feeling the winds of change in your talks with people in Berea, or do you think that's probably not as likely as maybe some of the fans think or want it to be?
Well, they had change. I mean, DePodesta is gone, and he was kind of over all of it, on an equal footing. So do they reorganize the front office? Look, when you lose this much, anything is in play, and everything is in play. And so there should be probably quite a bit of reflection on how the organization got put together and why the success wasn't there the last couple of years. And I'm curious to see where all of that goes. But they keep everything so tight-lipped in regard to potential changes that I haven't heard any whispers about, oh, this is imminent.
Bo, you're a man, you're 40, but
That's right.
I think that you can pull the baggy look off. You can pull the baggy pants look. When you get your son some, you should get some too, and then y'all go out together with baggy sweats on. It's not bad.
I don't even have to buy them. I still have them.
That's good.
They say fashion do repeat itself.
It all comes back around.
Gotta
Yeah.
keep it around. You could wear some of that fashionable attire to Tyvis's induction ceremony. Did you hear about this?
No.
He's being inducted to his high school's Hall of Fame, which I say,
really?
how did this not happen sooner? But the answer is apparently they stopped doing Hall of Fame inductions. So he got in the inaugural class of the restarting of their Hall of Fame there at Bedford High School.
When is the date?
February 7th.
I'll be there.
Look at that.
He ain't going to be there.
Dylan and I were non-committal. We both said we will try to
It's
clear
on
our
a
calendars.
Saturday.
So we can get there.
No way y'all going to be there.
Oh, it's a Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe it was a Tuesday.
No, see, I was hoping for some kind of youth sports conflict. Then I'd have to. Oh, Tyvis, I'm sorry, I can't make it. But yeah, big honor there for Tyvis.
Dude, that's awesome. That's very cool.
They surprised him on the Cleveland Sports Show yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's great, man. Congratulations.
Thank
much,
you.
much deserved and really cool.
I
That'll
appreciate
be a really fun moment. So they're probably doing it at a basketball game?
Yeah, they're gonna honor us at halftime with a basketball game the night before, and then we're going to a dinner at some place the next day.
So the Friday night is when you'll be honored.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I might be able to make that.
That's
happen.
Bedford plays Garfield that night, so
T-Bone and I
a little bit of star power there.
We'll come to the dinner.
Yeah, I need to know what the menu is, but if it's good, I'm there.
that means
I will 100%.
It means that my plaque will be in the same hallway as the Halle Berry.
Halle Berry went to your high school?
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah, I didn't go to the alumni of Bedford High School.
Chris Chambers, Lee Evans, Tyvis Powell.
You could have just stopped at Hallie.
That's fine.
That's all that's really needed. The rest I could do without, but just start there.
There you go. It's a First Friday Miracle on Bishop and Friends, Bo. We're looking forward to it, all right?
All right, boys. Take care.
There you go.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
I don't want to leave everybody with a sour taste in their mouths, but I was watching Buckeye basketball. It was good. Hard-fought loss to Illinois, right? We talked about it. Bruce Thornton's a god, all that stuff. Then I flipped over and checked in to see what the score was of the Michigan game, and they were beating Villanova 89-61.
Yeah.
Michigan just keeps beating teams by 40 points, good teams, ranked teams. And I tweeted this out. The phrase is, every time I go look at a Michigan highlight, I have to say this mantra to myself, which is, comparison is the thief of joy. And I say that, then I watch those highlights and I realize that phrase don't work. Because I still watch them and go, damn, what could have been? Save us, Dusty May.
Why would you do that? Why would you?
I can't help but compare. What are you talking about?
It's
At least we got him in football. We got him in football.
It's
That's
not
what matters.
fair that
Got
he
him in
will be
football.
compared his entire time.
Life isn't fair, Tyvis. Life isn't fair.
As the Bass Street Boys said, I want it that way.
There you go. Bishop and Friends is next. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We will talk to you tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Well, a new crash just popping into our system not too long ago. It's happening as you're passing Worthington, that southbound direction on 315. Right at Henderson Road, the right shoulder is currently blocked out there and definitely causing some slower drive times this morning. We are also still monitoring a crash over on our east side, really by Gahanna. And as you're heading towards the airport, that crash happening 270 southbound, just passing Easton Way, where the right shoulder also blocked this morning. Still noticing some wet and slippery conditions with the rain out there. Folks, take it nice and slow. Be safe out there this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your